everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the D&D Live Play Show known as SOTC. I am your Dungeon Master, Aiden Yolo, and before I get into the little shout-outs and pleasantries and everything, we have I have just a couple of things I want to say. First of all, this is our first episode of Pride Month, so I just wanted to say Happy Pride, everybody! Happy Pride to everybody out there, ladies, gents, and non-binary friends. We welcome you here, and we hope that you have fun playing D&D with us. And secondly, the big important announcement for me is that tomorrow is Sophie's birthday. And so this is a very, very special birthday celebration episode for a residential mistress of the stream, Sophia Boss. So if you all would like to commence with what I told you about earlier.
Oh no. Happy birthday.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
I'm
no.
broke, so I could not get things.
This counts as John and me.
Oh no.
I have a lot of love, and I have a Parker there saying that Parker loves me.
Wait, Ruthie put in so much effort. I appreciate this so much.
Yes, Ruthie did the best
Happy
out of all
birthday.
of them.
I appreciate all of you.
Love
Literally
you.
have no money. Love you.
Apologies.
Thanks. I don't know where Aiden went.
I
I don't know where Aiden went.
Don't worry about it. Happy
guess I should have-
birthday to you.
Incredible. This is so good.
Alternating in Discord is
To you. It's hard to sing over Discord. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's wait for Aiden.
I don't know.
I'm
where
really
he
hoping
is.
Aiden just walks through and starts singing the trips.
Give me 1 second. He keeps saying give him 1 second, so we'll see.
Let me check my watch.
Sophie, do I have your Venmo?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. But how much would it be for you to order a drink for yourself from downstairs? Because you have a bar underneath your apartment, right?
I do, yes.
I will Venmo you the money for a birthday drink.
Incredible.
You gotta send me how much, and I'll Venmo you that shit right now.
Wait, but no, it's a fancy bar. Don't Venmo me that shit.
Venmo me. Tell me how much Sophie? What is her middle name? Laura? What's her middle name?
Sophia Rose.
Happy birthday
Birthday
to you.
to
Oh my god.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. Oh my god. Move your
Happy
bowl,
birthday.
Sophie.
It's so hard to do
Happy
over Discord.
birthday to you. Oh my god. Here. Nova's freaking out.
Oh, Nova. There you go.
Yeah, it's
All right, make a
birthday
wish.
girl.
Okay, Nova, scooch. This isn't a squeaky toy. Okay.
Aiden, how much is Sophie's favorite drink from the bar downstairs?
What?
I said, how much is Sophie's favorite drink from the bar downstairs?
I
I'm trying
have
to get
no
her to tell
idea.
me.
She's only gotten it twice. Sophie, make a wish before
Okay,
the
okay.
wax melts. Oh god. There we go.
Don't catch your desk on
I
fire,
blew
please.
them all out.
Imagine.
Yay! Happy birthday,
Although, as many wishes as you
Sophie!
make, Sophie, I don't know how much a pool of dice will cost, not gonna lie.
I want all of the dice.
All the dice. Oh no, I did
Nova wants it so bad,
Nova really,
and I
really
wish you
wants
guys
it.
could see her right now.
Yeah, we did squeakers. I'll take my piece of cake now.
Yeah, where's my piece of cake?
Just pass it through the camera.
Yeah,
here,
It'll be
one
fine.
sec. Let me
Yeah.
just-
I feel it's slowly entering the atoms of the body.
Here you go.
Anyway, yes, I decorated it.
Ta-da! I love
Very
it!
nice.
I want a corner piece. Yes, I know it's a circle. I still want a corner piece.
I have bad news for you.
You better figure it
I failed
out.
geometry 3 times in a row, you think?
Anyway.
I know circle.
But thanks. Oh, also, if you guys can't see, I don't know if you guys have seen this cake. You guys were obviously in a surprise. It has dice on it.
It has dice and hearts and a little blessings from the traveler.
Yeah!
so
I didn't even see it!
Yeah!
Thank you, traveler!
Take a picture of
God.
it and send it to the group.
Please tell me there are tiny little dicks on there.
That's why Sophie was holding it up to the camera, and I was about to say, don't hold it up too close.
Here,
don't let them see too much detail. They're not very well drawn because this gel was really, really hard to decorate with, but
You did it yourself?
yeah.
Here,
I love
it. I'm gonna take a little video.
Yeah, we bought
of the blessings from the traveler. Okay.
We
so
bought
please.
we bought the cake
This is the whole... Oh my God! Is there one right there?
that's where I was trying to just put one and it did not stick. So then I was like, all right, you're just getting some like right on top with everything else.
Right there. They've
but
got
yeah,
wings. Right
No,
there.
it's a cloak. It's
a cloak.
the cloak.
I thought
the
it
green
was
cloak.
wings, but
Yeah.
I see the cloak now.
It's the green cloak.
Oh my God.
Yes. Dick's wearing cloak. For any other Critical Role fans out there.
Blessings from
The traveler and his arch cleric
Blessing from the
Jester.
travelers.
In my hair.
Oh my God.
I will share this.
There's John's birthday hat.
Yay!
Birthday hat. Look at it.
Yup.
There you go.
But yeah. I wanted to do this little surprise and give Sophie your cake.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I
So
need a fork now.
yeah.
That's a joke.
Or you
I'm
can
not
just
gonna...
eat a slice.
No, I'm not gonna.
No,
Start scooping
we can leave it out on the counter so that it can soften up, and then we can have slices at the break.
Yeah. All of us can have slices.
All of us can have
together.
slices at the break.
I'll be
Yay!
there in 12 hours. Hold up. Let me get in the car.
I got ice cream. Actually.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyway, Sophie's birthday extravaganza. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Ruthie. That's awesome. Yes.
It looks so good. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ruthie really.
Ruthie was
I love
ready.
You
you.
showed everybody
I
up.
love you.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay. Woo. Okay. I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the stream.
Good.
Just
I accidentally
so
put it on backwards. If you want, that's the only reason why I took mine off to change it.
I see.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh, I'm gonna do my best to wear this for most of the episode, but mine is broken, so that's
Oh
fine.
no.
Aw.
Did you guys get the video in the group chat?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Delightful.
Cute.
I love it.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go put the cake back, back on the counter.
Hi, Nova.
I am so sorry, Nova, that you do not get the squeaky.
Oh my
toys.
God, she looked so sad.
Sad puppy face.
But also. Okay, I think she's learned that it is not for puppy.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my new Horn of Blasting.
You don't have
No,
one of
what?
those.
What I find very funny is the fact that
Horn of
I
silent
see you
alarm
do
as
it,
well.
but
Oh,
there's
there you go.
like no sound occasionally.
Yep.
But I meant
Ah.
Horn of Silent Alarm.
Okay.
What?
Okay. So anyway, happy Pride, happy Sophie's birthday. Thank you all for being here. Just get into the rest of it. Make sure to follow the channel if you enjoy tonight's episode and you want to follow along. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to go back and catch all of our previous episodes. Leave a like on the video if you liked. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter or Instagram if you want the most up-to-date notifications on the stream and such. And also, if any of you want to post about the show, make sure to use the hashtag SOTCDND, that's SOTC DND, to make sure that we can interact with you over on the social medias. And I believe that is everything that I have to say with those celebratory celebrations out of the way. So let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of SOTC, beginning with our usual recap. On the ocean, since we're on a boat. Okay. So previously, the Shield of the Coast had just left the nation of Altera to return back to Waterdeep after this cataclysmic storm of dimensional rifts occurring the night of Jakal's coronation, and the party defending the capital's people from the beast that leapt through and attacked. After Pyra received an unnerving message in her mind from an old mentor and friend of hers, the party began doing everything in their power to expedite their trip home. But on their third day out on the water, the bold venture found itself lost in a thick fog and sea stack of jagged rocks out in the middle of the ocean, and eventually beached and badly damaged on a small rocky shore. While Aloysius and a few members of the crew worked on repairing the ship, the Shield of the Coast followed the sound of raspy weeping deep into the cave mouth on this small island that they were stuck at, through a watery tunnel with lively plant life that tried to grasp and cling them to the sides of the tunnel, eventually coming out into a large underground cavern, where they ended up finding a few unique-looking items, piles of gold, along with deceased corpses lining, I know that was redundant, but corpses lining the walls and ceilings. Before going back, however, the water in the pool that the party had entered from formed into two ghastly-looking female humanoids who were frantic and crazed and rushed forward to attack. These two figures summoned the spirits of the corpses lining the cavern, along with apparitions of what looked like long-deceased sisters or members of their coven, to strike fear into the party's hearts, before preying on that fear, using it to draw the light from the party's eyes. Eventually succeeding on dropping Orladar and Urabos unconscious with no more than a point of their finger. Zoria, Pyra, and Timber, however, were able to have wills of steel and fight off their effects. Zoria bringing up Orladar bringing up Urabos, and then repeating multiple times over. Eventually, Pyra was able to bisect one of the creatures right down the middle, and Timber was able to throw one of their fists through the other one's head, before they both dissolved into liquid and sunk into the gravel beneath their feet. No one had a moment of respite, however. As the last creature fell, the entire cavern began to rumble and collapse around the party. Seeing that the water that had once filled the tunnel they had entered from had somehow drained away and was no longer in their path, the Shield of the Coast began to sprint back to the ship, but not before Urabos held everybody up with trying to grab a few more fistfuls of gold. Being able to, sprinting through the cavern from the collapsing tunnel, the tunnel itself ended up giving way throughout their chase, rubble and rocks falling, dividing the party, but they were able to work together and hack away at each of these collapses, and were eventually able to outrun the cavern and make it to the Bold Venture, where they found the ship mostly repaired, and the crew quickly climbing their way back on deck. Captain Brandiforth, making sure that everyone else made it on board before himself, leapt off the last inch of solid ground left above the water as it quickly fell under his feet. He wrapped his arm around the last few feet of rope before the ground crumbled away beneath the ship, and it fell back into the water, rapidly rocking from side to side. Aloysius, Atronar, and the last few of you still left on the rope, slamming against the side of the Bold Venture, before it eventually comes to rest once again floating in the water. And that is where we are now. So as everybody finishes climbing up the rope and hopping over the edge of the ship, everybody's just panting there on the deck. Aloysius climbs his way up, pushes himself over, and looks at all of you. And you look around, and the entire crew is just looking at all of you, eyes wide, jaws agape. And Aloysius looks over you and says, "What the hell did you all do?"
We were rescuing somebody.
I told them we should come back to the boat. I said it.
We're back at the boat. We're on the boat.
Zoria and I tried to come back to the boat sooner, but the person we thought we were rescuing turned out to be two sea furies that tried to kill us.
I see.
Probably not funny now. Maybe a little bit later.
Well, I am very pleased and happy to see that you are all right. I mean, you ended up getting us out of there. It kind of worked.
Oh, jeez.
That's the Shield of the Coast for you. We kind of
honestly,
work,
it's kind of our brand.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what? That's fair. Well, everybody back to your posts. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
And he leans over and he says, listen, I can tell that you all look quite rough, particularly you two. If you all would like to just take some rest, I believe we should be able to make our way through this. It's mainly going to be on myself, Terry, and Hartigan anyway, just weaving our way through this.
Is there anything that we can do to help expedite our journey?
I don't think so.
If there's not, then I could definitely use a rest.
Timber and Zoria's capabilities definitely helped earlier, but like I said, I don't know how long this thing goes on, so if you all would like to just take some rest, that'll be fine, and you can come back and help once you're all feeling better.
Okay.
I'll lay down.
Long rest.
Yeah.
First time I got
Well-
knocked down.
Don't take a long rest yet. If you all would like to take a short rest as you're still on the ship. Yeah, this is getting a little uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
What did you just do?
I got scared that I knocked something
Uh-oh.
breakable over, but it was just the horn. I need my other
I see.
notebook. Sorry.
I see.
There we go.
Yeah, if you all would like to take a short rest, you can expend hit dice, do whatever you want to take a short rest, but is there anything else that you all would like to do during your rest here on the ship, or?
Well, sir, I want my rages back.
I can't remember. Did we send a message to Rainier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay. And he's okay.
No.
No. He
He
responded.
is not okay.
He coughed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now. Sorry, that Sea Fury battle just put everything out of my head.
Somewhat
I just
understandable.
What
Does
time
anyone
of
else
day
feel
is
like
it?
super alive though? Just me? Anyone else feel like
Pyra?
they're living their best life right now?
I feel more
Pyra?
dead than I ever have.
I love you,
What?
Pirate, but I would punch you right now if I wasn't afraid that you'd kill me.
I won't. I don't have any rage left. Go for it.
It's not like the way I fell asleep during that fight.
Yes, you fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I feel
go
worse
back.
than when we
Real
fought
hard.
the council.
Just real hard sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt.
Go to bed, Erebos.
Yeah, what time of the day is it? Is it afternoon? Late afternoon?
Oh no, it's like 11 o'clock, 10, 11-ish in the morning.
Oh, morning. Okay.
Much
yeah.
earlier than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, you guys just started this day, and then you were only lost. You just started the day. We're only sailing for maybe 2-ish hours before you were lost in the fog. You were lost in the fog for about an hour, and then you got beached. And that whole sequence was only a few minutes.
No way. That was like 4 hours of hell.
I thought it took several minutes to at least walk down there.
Yeah.
You're right. It's probably closer to, I'll say 30
Gotta been
minutes or so.
An hour.
Mhm.
Come on. An hour. At least an hour.
Yeah. So Ruthie,
Yes.
how you use hit dice is that is during a short rest you roll however many of your hit dice you want to expend, and then you add your Constitution modifier to each hit die roll, and then you add that total to your hit points.
Got it.
So
Yeah, I don't really understand how to do that, but I'm okay. Can
Well, I
I?
said in all that episode of Handbook or Helper, it explains it really nice.
I know. I just haven't had a chance with the dog situation.
According to my notes, we're on day 3 of
Being
sailing,
on the water.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just making
Oh,
sure.
Oh,
okay. So we can do as many or as few of our hit die as we
that's
want.
an 8.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. You can
As
expend
they're
however many hit dice you want to expend during each short rest. But just keep in mind that you only get back half of your total hit dice every long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you confused
Okay.
about, Mom?
Nothing. I was just processing that.
Okay. No, yeah. So, because you have 5d8s and 3d6s.
Yep.
So you can expend however many of those you want, but then you only get back you're only going to get back 4 hit dice on your next long rest. So if you expend 5, the next time you take a long rest, you'll get 4 of those back, and you'll still have 1 hit dice expended.
Right.
Yeah.
But so if I do all of my bard hit dice
Mm-hmm.
and none of my wizard hit dice, then the next time I'll still get back 4 of my bard hit
back
dice.
4 of your bard hit dice, and you'll still have 1 of your d8s expended until you take another long rest, and then you'll get it back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to use any of my wizard ones.
Okay. Yeah, you get to pick and choose.
Got
I believe.
it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
And then what modifier do I add to this?
Your Constitution modifier for each die.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're rolling 5 you're rolling 5 d8s, right?
Correct.
And what's your Constitution modifier?
Just a second. 2 plus 2.
Okay, so you're gonna get back 10 hit points no matter what, and then so you get back 10 hit points plus the total of all the dice that you roll. Because you get back 2 for each of those dice.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. D&D Beyond says plus 2 right there.
Yes.
So I rolled 5 d8s and then I add that number up.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, like I rolled a 3, so then I add 2 to that, so it's a 5.
Yes.
And I do that for each individual die.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you add
And
2 to
then-
each individual die, and then you add those all together.
And then I add that as temp hit points or as regular?
No. Those are just your hit points. This is you healing, taking an hour-long breather, bandaging up wounds with like your own like gauze and balms and stuff.
Okay. I got it.
Oh, also, Pyra, have you removed the lead blood grenade from your inventory?
Yeah, don't remind me. I was already
Okay.
thinking about that.
I just
Yeah, that was my favorite toy.
I just
That
wanted
was
to
my
make sure.
favorite toy.
Lost.
Yeah, I left it.
Pyra threw it into the wall, and then nobody
To
ever went and
save
grabbed it.
Orlandar, who never paid me my money from gambling.
Oh my god.
Well,
All right.
actually, we haven't even checked how much we've earned technically.
So sad.
Oh
That's the
yes.
saddest thing I've ever heard.
Speaking of that, as you all, as you guys are going through your stuff, Pyra,
I hate this day.
Pyra, as you're going through your bag, as you're remembering the fact that like, oh, I left the grenade thing down there. Oh, but I got some gold. What number did I tell you?
It was like
It was a very small number.
180 gold worth.
Gold. Okay.
Yeah.
As you go through your pack, you look and pretty much everything that you thought was gold is just broken and sort of ground up bones.
Yeah.
There's just white ivory. It's sort of dusty and sort of broken into little bits and chips. Digging through, you do find that you did get 18 gold out of that.
I hate this.
Nah.
Maybe those
I'm going
bones.
to bed. I'm
Maybe
going to
those
bed.
bones could be part of a potion.
Yeah, take them, magic
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I don't want them. Good night.
Orladar, your eyebrows sort of perk up, and you're like, hey, I know some spells that need bone dust and stuff.
I'll take that bone away from you. So
Okay.
Take
let's
it.
take that.
and
Well,
everyone dumped his
Oh,
bag.
wait. I'll sell it to you for everything that you took from me in that game.
I didn't take anything from you in that cave. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to bed.
Good
Take
night.
the bones.
Love you.
Can I dump my stuff on the floor?
Yes.
I'm
Do it.
in bed.
Urbos, as you go to check, whatever number I told you last time, you do have that many. You do have that many gold, platinum, copper, and silver pieces, and everything. But there is quite a few. There's quite a few like chipped up pieces of bones, and you find like an old rotted piece of like cloth. Kind of still has a little bit of flesh and blood on it. Yeah. And also, you're looking at this coin, and it's minted coinage, but it doesn't look familiar to you at all. And even if you ask like Orladar, who's the most well traveled out of your troop, even Orladar has never seen this type of coinage before. It looks very, very odd and just very different from what you're used to. So, Urbos, make sure to keep that separate. Make sure to keep the gold that you got from down there. Make sure to keep all of that gold separate from your other gold pieces that you have.
My mind's eye, so I should make a note of it.
But yeah, is there anything else that the Shield wishes to do during their short rest? Anything else they wish to look at or study?
I want to look at my pointy stick.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
My
Aiden, I know you're talking to me, but...
Oh, no, I don't think... Did you get anything? Did you find anything?
No.
No.
And that's the thing.
I'm
So
not
I don't think I can read or study anything right now.
No,
Okay,
I'm not...
maybe you're talking to somebody else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge to whoever.
pointy stick.
So Zoria, you reach into the bag of holding and you pull out this large rod with an open circle at the head, and you all are like see this. Zoria kind of just slipped it in the bag of holding.
Pointy stick.
When you're down there, it kind of looks like a giant like bubble staff thing. Like that's what it kind of looks like. It's
Zoria's
gold.
ever wanted.
It's gold. It's made of gold with like leather wrappings and a couple of jewels embedded in different points among the handle, with this like beautifully decorated pommel at the end.
Yes,
It's a very beautiful staff. It's like it's about a foot taller than you. It's big.
Can I figure out what it is with my...
I don't know. What are you doing?
With my goggles of object reading.
I believe you all picked up a couple of other things too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's
Do
put
I-
all the things we picked up.
Okay.
I think Orladar grabbed some things.
I would love to know what this is, Orladar.
I can't read my notes, and that's an
Yeah.
issue on my part. I have written down what we got, and I have written down names of who got it.
Oh,
Those
well,
names?
you're ahead of me.
That is useful
No.
information.
I can't read them. The names are maybe not even our names, so I don't know how that happened.
Incredible.
What?
Well, all right. If you guys can't figure it out, then
And I guess we got
I guess you didn't get anything.
What are the items?
I had a leather pouch.
Oh, I wrote that down.
Was this from
Right?
the cave?
Yeah.
Yes, we went to the alcoves.
Oh.
I went to one side of the alcove, and then
Yeah.
someone went to the other side, and
Yeah.
I believe I found.
Oh, it's so
No.
fun. It's so fun taking a 2-week break.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, never mind. These notes must be from the cave.
A leather pouch.
Gold jewels,
Right?
gunpowder skull, skull with gold orb eye, leather pouch, 5 copper coins giving off faint light. That's what I picked up. The leather pouch with 5 copper coins giving off faint light. And then there was a severed head that was like freeze dried.
Gray
I don't know
crystals.
who has that.
Anyone have gray crystals? Down gray crystals, jagged gray crystals, and a ring.
Yeah, I was
Pretty
gonna
sure
say,
I-
I feel like I remember there was a ring.
I have a ring on me, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was you. Yeah.
I feel like I was the one that found the jagged gray crystals, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Can I go through everyone's stuff and pull out fun stuff?
Oh my
Guys,
God.
give me your bags. I'm just gonna go through everyone's shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try to figure out what everything is.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. And in this everyone's shit, I found a small iron band with a skull on it with its mouth agape. I found gold and I found jewels. I found a ring. I found some jagged great crystals. I found rotten food. Don't know who took that. Rope. A leather pouch. Coins. Zoria found 3 dead bodies, skeletons, and a metal wand in leather. A hand,
Take
a
the
severed
dead
head.
bodies.
Oh wait, never mind. No hand, no severed head.
Yeah,
That was a different note. It just carried on.
But yes, I do indeed have a long stick.
Yeah, very, very large, and it's like hefty, kind of hard to really
Okay.
carry. Yeah.
Okay, let me look through this pile, guys.
Wearing my goggles of object reading, I'd like to do an Arcana check on everything, and then I have 1 charge. I can actually identify 1 item.
I think you should identify the big metal wand-looking thing.
Okay, and then everything else the goggles give me advantage on Arcana checks, so I
Okay.
can do that for everything.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check
Okay.
as
Let
you
me-
pull down the goggles and you start seeing like a heads-up display giving you little bits and pieces of information.
Yeah.
Item, uncommon. Garbage, throw it away.
Garbage is an uncommon item.
Garbage is an uncommon item.
Yes, I've been going up in rank. Okay, leave me alone.
Okay, 23 for my Arcana check.
Ooh.
23. Okay.
Crap.
Let's see if this actually tells me. Okay.
One of the bones, shape of a Tarask.
So it is the goggles sort of immediately give you the fact that each one of these items does hold some sort of magical abilities. You can't quite see what. I'll also say you can tell that the large staff,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
the large staff, the iron band in the shape of a skull,
Uh-huh.
along with the ring made of the gray jagged crystals. Each of those things require attunement. So you do.
Okay.
So you can tell that. And then the small pouch, the leather pouch with the glowing coins, do not. Those are just sort of constantly active magical coins of some nature.
Okay. So that's what I got for my Arcana check.
Yes, that is what you can tell. You can tell which of the things require attunement.
All right, so I share that with the party. Okay, I also can use the.
One other thing, Orladar. I'll say, what was your total again?
23.
23. Okay, I'll say that the both of the rings have sort of very, very powerful. Oh my gosh, what's the word?
Aura.
Yeah, but oh my god, Nova. Anyway, both of the rings have a very, very strong arcane aura. That's the word I was looking for.
Arcane energy. Got
Yes,
it.
very, very strong arcane energy. And the large staff, I'll say you can tell that it is more of the divine nature.
Got it.
Nova's climbing her way up onto my lap right now. Is more of the divine nature, and you can tell that the sort of magical aura, if you will.
Oh my god, Nova's gonna strangle herself.
Yep. From the large staff is significantly weaker and just very, very faintly there for the staff.
On a ring.
But
So the arcane energy is stronger than the divine energy.
Yes.
Okay. And that you said iron band shaped like a skull. That's actually a ring.
Yes. Yes, a
Got
small iron band would be a ring.
Does it look like it would fit
listen,
Erebus's
small is relative.
rocky hands?
Yeah. Also, it could be different. The way it was described, I didn't realize it was a ring. So
Sorry.
now I know.
Why are you
All right.
pointing?
So here's what I can do, you guys. I would like to identify the. Can I identify both rings at the same time, or do
No.
I have to
It
focus on
only
one?
works for a specific.
Okay, so I can do I can identify one of the rings today and the other one tomorrow, and then
It's just 'cause it's warm.
Soria, I can wait. If you don't mind waiting for me to identify the scepter, the gold scepter, that is obviously of divine nature, and it's not giving off as strong of an aura as the two rings. The rings are both arcane in nature, so I'd like to identify them first. I can identify one each day, one item each day.
I can be patient.
Okay. All right. Which ring do we want to try first, you guys? Which one?
Skull ring! Skull
One-
ring!
one for
Skull!
Skull? All right. Skull it is.
Okay, so go ahead and mark that off. How long does it
Do
take
it.
to cast?
You can cast Identify using the goggles. Once you do so, you can't do it again until the next dawn. That's it.
Yeah, so click on the spell Identify.
Oh. Okay. La 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 la, sorry. I just was clicking my charge.
You know, if you're warm, why are you sitting on my lap and nuzzling into me?
It takes 1 minute to cast.
Okay.
And I have to be holding the ring.
Yep. So as Orladar takes the next minute to study this ring with the aid, oh my god. It's because you're sitting on the other earpiece, dog. It takes the next minute to really study this ring, and as the goggles sort of pull information out of it and gives you little like text overlays around your vision. You learn that this is a ring of obscuring. It requires attunement. It has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges every day at the next dawn. And as an action, while wearing the ring, you can expend one of its charges to cast the Fog Cloud spell from it. With the following changes, the fog is centered on you when it appears, and the spell lasts for 1 minute without concentration required.
Oh, nice. No concentration. And that's 3 charges per day.
Yes.
And it's fog, right?
Fog Cloud.
Oh, fog cloud, thank you. Without concentration. So there you go, guys. That's what the skull does.
I didn't mean to.
Tomorrow, we'll find out what the jagged crystal ring does.
I can't attune to. I don't feel like I could attune to anything else. So if anyone else wants a ring, I don't need anything.
Yeah, it's just sort of common knowledge
I don't know
that
how trust.
only one mortal can attune to up to 3 magic items.
Yeah,
Oh.
I cannot attune to anything else right now.
I
I'm
can,
full.
but I want to wait to see what this staff is, because if it's
Yeah.
obviously divine, then I'm gonna hold out for that.
Well, sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the other things are.
I mean, you could. Well, then we can just put it in your bag of holding or
I
whatever.
guess no one has to attune to it right
Good.
now.
Yeah.
It's also not
But-
hard to you can
You
once you're
attune,
attuned once you're attuned to 3 items, you can just attune to another item and choose to break
Yeah.
the attunement on one of the other ones.
Yeah. So
It's not like a whole process you have to go through to.
it just takes an hour.
I like my attunements. I don't want to try to.
I mean,
I
can I
that's what I'm.
attune?
Is there anything I'm willing to? Yes,
What?
you can.
Let
Yes.
me try it. Would it fit my finger?
Urbos, as you take the ring, it definitely looks just more standard human sized. It doesn't look like it would fit, and as you move it and touch your fingertip to it, it just sort of goes and grows to fit your finger precisely.
Magic's awesome.
No, I think it was just made for me.
All right, so Urbos, are you gonna take the next hour to attune to the Ring of Obscuring?
Yes, Urbos will sit in the corner and just stare at it.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and search on D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna turn on the fan for Nova. It's not very loud. I think it should be okay.
Okay, you can turn it down to the lowest setting too. So if anybody can hear the fan behind me and it gets really annoying, just let us know.
Which thing?
Ring of what again? I'm sorry, sir.
Change the speed.
The top one on the left.
Ring of Obscuring.
I'm wrong. So click that again twice.
Ring of Obscuring.
And then click the
Yeah.
one below it twice. There we go. Yes, so look up Ring of Obscuring. And go ahead and add that. Wanna go to the fan? Come on. She says, no, I just want to hang out with Dad. It's pretty warm in the office. So is anybody else going to try to attune to any of these other items?
No, I will
Without
wait
learning?
for them to be identified.
She's coming back over to you.
I learned my
She
lesson.
like forced herself. Oh, are you gonna do it
I
again?
don't want to be cursed.
No more
She
attuning
just
to
wants to
random
sit on the lap.
items.
Nova's helping me DM this
Not
this
with these
week.
goggles.
I manifested it.
What?
I manifested it
Why?
with
What?
the image that I sent in the group chat.
Oh yeah. Nova missed SOTC, so she's helping me DM this week.
Right on.
Okay. Zoria, are you gonna try to attune to the staff?
Not until I know what it is.
No, you're gonna wait.
Nope.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I mean, I learn what it does if I attune to it, though, right?
That's what got me, Sophie. That's how I got
do?
cursed.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
if
how
it's
I got
cursed,
cursed.
Do I have detect evil and good prepared?
I
'Cause
I
if
don't know. Do you?
That's what I'm finding out. Detect magic.
I'll attune to the other ring too if no one else is gonna attune for it for the time being.
Right now? Alright.
Urbos, even if you were joking, a creature can only attune to one ring at a time.
I know, but afterwards,
Okay.
after my long hour nap, after attuning to the first item, because
Are you gonna try attuning to the other ring?
yeah, I want to match on both sides.
Well, right, but if you try to attune to another ring, your attunement for any ring you're already attuned to will break. You can only be
Only
attuned
one
to
ring.
one ring at a time. Same
That
goes
sounds
for
boring.
amulets / periapts. Periapts?
Mm-hmm.
Is that- Periapts. Yeah,
You can have so much bling.
So yeah, you can't be attuned to more than one item of the same genre at a time.
I have 10 fingers, 10 toes. How does that make sense?
Because they're all unique types of magical energy, and so it takes specific types of energy from a creature to make the connection.
No, I'm not gonna waste that 1 hour. I'm gonna wait.
No, okay. Yeah, that's what I said. Like you can't be attuned to more than one. I think you can be attuned to more than one weapon at a time.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no.
But like you can't be attuned to more than one armor set or shield, or mainly just because you can't use more than one of those things. But
Know that attitude.
okay,
Well,
is anything else happening during the rest of this day?
I'd like to go up on deck to see like how they're navigating out of the fog and if they need help.
Okay, so Timber goes up to the deck. Is anybody else joining Timber up on deck?
We already took our short rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that hour has passed. You
Hello?
all have actually been
Did everyone freeze?
sitting on deck
Oh
for.
no, you froze.
Ruthie?
Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. You're
Okay, I
still.
can hear you guys now.
Okay.
It just lagged.
You're frozen,
yeah.
but it's okay.
Your video is frozen, so
Okay.
if you want to click it off and back on again, see if that helps.
Okay.
You told us not to do that.
I know. Oh, it didn't change.
Well,
it
yeah,
didn't
that's
change for
because
Ruthie.
Ruthie's already on the bottom right, which
Oh,
is where anyone would
that's
drop.
true. Yeah.
Ayo. Okay.
Hey yo. Okay.
Oh,
Can you see
that's
me
a
now?
big delay, but it's okay.
Oh,
You're
it's
moving.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I see. Yeah.
You're moving at least.
Okay.
Okay. I don't remember
So-
what I was saying. Go
You
on
you
deck.
went you went
Deck.
up to the top of the deck to help
Yeah.
out. Easy enough to remember. Okay. So the ship continues through this dense fog. Nova is now on my arm and I cannot move. But you all take your short rest, sort of heal up, get your breathers. Another hour goes by after that. Another 3 hours after that. 7 hours into this day. It is now pushing 6-7 o'clock in the evening, you would assume, just based on your awareness of time. And the ship is still in this fog. Aloysius is getting visibly more sort of agitated and upset with the situation, and he's trying to turn through and navigate these rocks, still with his attention sort of focused on the rocks and sailing the ship. Is anyone else other than Timber up on deck?
Yeah. Orladar is up on deck, just kind of
Yeah.
looking around
Zuri
and
is on
keeping
deck too.
malicious.
Okay.
Would
Yeah.
be in bed because I know I have to row tomorrow.
Okay, as you three are up on deck, just sort of watching Aloysius, like looking at compasses and just trying to peer through the fog and see what he can do. Hartigan and Tarrington sort of getting more worried and frantic. Aloysius calls out to you three. Like I said before, still his sort of focus on the rocks and sailing the ship, and he says, "Everyone, I am truly deeply sorry, but I am lost. Based solely upon my intuition, we should have still been traveling in the proper direction, but my compasses aren't working. I have no sun or stars to navigate by. And I have no knowledge of how long this strange cluster continues. I will continue to strive my hardest to get us out of this, but I do not know how long we will be stuck in here." And you
Do
can
whatever
hear
you can.
you can hear his voice sort of like shaky, like he's sort of getting visibly scared and worried, and he's getting also just upset and like kind of doubting himself. Some of you can tell from your passive insights.
Right. Looking to see if I have anything that'll calm his emotions.
I don't know if I have that one prepared.
I don't know if I do either, but
I do. I'll cast Calm Emotions on him.
He greatly appreciates that. It definitely and like it definitely takes hold quickly, and you see this like his frantic eye movements and sort of shaky, more aggravated breath like slows down, and you see his eyes furrow, and he like gets his game face on, and he's like, "I can do this." And he just takes on full badass captain mode. But nonetheless, the ship continues for another 2 hours, another 3 hours. You have been stuck in this fog for 8-9 hours at this point. It's pushing 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening is what you would assume. And yet the light levels through the fog are not changing. It is just a sort of dimly lit light gray all around you. No changes in light.
Zoria,
Yeah?
is there any way you could perhaps commune with your goddess and see if she can guide us or give us any
Not at this
clue
level.
as to where we are?
Mechanically, no, but Zorio will try. I'm trying to just find a couple of things here to make sure that
I thought that might be something you could do, but what do I know?
I mean, it's okay. Oh, I do have this.
Did I say 9 earlier? Sorry, I meant to say 11. Oh my god.
Okay.
You've been in the fog for 11 hours.
Oh, dang.
What I can do today is I can ask Timora for her help and guidance and really hope that she responds. What I can do tomorrow is cast a spell that will definitely get us an answer, and then that will helpfully, improve our trajectory currently. So I'm going to start with the praying thing, and then tomorrow, once I've had some rest, I can do something that's going to hopefully help a lot.
As you two are having this conversation, suddenly you look around and you can see past the edges of the ship. The ship breaks through a stark wall of fog just as you all had entered, and the ship is now out in the middle of the clear-skied open sea, blue as far as your eyes can see. And you turn around, and behind the ship, just a wall of gray. Just a straight line.
Zoria looks up at the fog. Or not at the fog, at the sky. I didn't even ask yet, but thanks!
And everybody on the ship, especially Aloysius most of all, just gives a deep, huge sigh of relief, and there are some chuckles from, Atronar and Eric.
Nervous laughter.
Yep.
Okay, well, do you know where we are now?
Give me a moment. And he starts looking and trying to sort of find his way.
Okay.
You just hear Atronar well, here we go. He sort of starts getting back to work. Are and Pyra still down below deck?
Yes, I am.
Napping.
I'm
Does she
napping,
need water?
man.
Does she have water in her bowl?
I think so.
I'm gonna go check.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you all have been resting, you can take long rests. I'll say those of you who were up on deck, especially if you were helping with the sailing, you wouldn't get a long rest during this. So Timber, you said you were helping. Zoria, were you helping?
Yeah.
Sail?
What, me?
Yeah.
Did you say that it was
I
nighttime?
was, helping through guidance and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Orlidar, were you helping to sail? Or were you
No,
just
I
sitting on deck?
Just staring at Captain Man Candy.
All right. Well, then I will say that definitely constitutes a rest. So Urovos, Pyra, and Orlidar can all take long rests on your character sheet if you would like to. For the more than 10 hours you spent.
And if it's nighttime,
Well,
can we now go below deck and take a long rest?
it is not. As you push out, you see that it is not completely dark yet. You can. There's still some light in the sky. Even with this sheet of clouds overhead, you can see a smattering of pastel pinks, purples, and yellows as the sun is slowly drifting below the horizon.
At 11 o'clock at night, we're in Alaska.
What?
Valhalla. What?
I mean, the sun is going down. But as everyone is sort of just taking this moment and sigh of relief, you're making your way farther and farther from this strange wall of fog that you just went through. Those of you still on deck, sort of just out of your periphery, peripherals see Tarrington still up in the crow's nest, looking through a spyglass and like putting it down and. Hey, Captain.
Oh.
You're not gonna believe this.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
But Waterdeep is on the horizon.
That's what I thought.
Oh my fuck.
What I'm talking about!
I thought I had
Time travel!
I'd estimate we'll be in harbor by in about 4 hours, everybody.
We unlocked fast travel.
Okay, that's wonderful news.
He shrinks it, puts it in his coat, and hops over the side and starts climbing down the mast to help Hardigan.
Okay.
Pyre runs up to Zoria. Calm emotions. Calm emotions.
Calm emotions.
Calm emotions.
All right, spend the spell slot.
Yes.
This is both very good and very bad.
Zoria would like to attempt to take a long rest before we get to port.
In the 4 hours.
She's
Before
been
you get to port?
sitting and casting cantrips the whole time before this.
If you have been casting cantrips, then you cannot take a long rest. If you were just sitting and not really doing anything, then I'll say you could have had the long rest. Can you cast cantrips during short rests? Are you about to look that up?
I
Aren't cantrips
am.
like things that they do just at like with no effort? They're stuff
Yeah, they're super low effort.
they've like basically become second thought at that point when they cast it.
Okay.
There
So
is no
I
rule
would-
forbidding spell casting during a long rest.
All right. I'll say Zoria can take a long rest. So Timber is the only one who has not had a long rest.
I mean, technically all of my stats are restored, but I think I would try to take a short rest for at least like an hour.
I mean, yeah, because you already took the short rest earlier. I'm just saying. Then you started to help.
Yeah.
Did you expend hit dice on your short rest, or your hit points all?
I did.
Yeah.
I expended 2.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I mean you're fine anyway.
Okay,
Especially because
yeah, okay.
you weren't doing too much of like heavy sailing because everything was moving so slow as you were trying to make your way out. But since you were helping, you do not get the actual effects of a long rest.
Gotcha.
But as it is 10 or 11 o'clock at night or something, you all continue on the water for the next about 4 hours. Gets to be 1, maybe 2 in the morning or so. And you all start to enter the deep water harbor of your home, Waterdeep. And that is where we're going to take a short break
Ooh.
for now.
Help me remember, what's the name of this earth? I cannot remember.
Toril.
Toril.
Yes, Toril.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yes,
Wow.
we are going to take a little bit of a break. Be back in about 20 minutes, everybody. And we'll see what the Shield of the Coast do now that they are home.
Woo.
Much quicker than they should have been.
Than last time.
I'm scared. scared.
Much quicker than last time. Anyway,
Yes.
we'll be back in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Cool.
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 I hate you all.
Cool.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. So, as...
No, what just happened?
We're live. That's what just happened.
Okay.
All right, so, as the bold venture begins to enter the harbor of the Shield of the Coast's home, their meeting place where everything converged, the harbor of Waterdeep. The sun is now long gone. The sun is now gone. There is no more light in the sky, and yet you cannot... oh my god. You cannot even see the stars to bright or to light your way. As you pull into the harbor, there's a flash in the distance as you hear, and then some light rain starts to pour overhead.
Oh.
And especially with your dark visions, or even if if Erebos unsheathes his Moontouch sword along with the lantern light along the harbor, you can see a stark difference from the city that you left behind. You see a lot of the docks docks and ships in the harbor are completely destroyed, in ruin. You see a couple of sort of like teams of people working on cleaning up some repair work and finally going home for the end of the day. Aloysius finds an open, untouched dock and drops the anchor. Annalise and Eric hop off to tie the ship onto the dock. And Aloysius sort of, the Shield of the Coast, along with Aloysius and Tarrington of the Bold Venture, hop off onto the dock. And Aloysius just says, well, you all can go do what you need to do. I'll get us sort of signed in if any of you would like to help with the funds. You can pay me whenever you can, but you don't need to feel obligated.
How much?
1,000 gold would do it for passage, just like the passage there, even though it was only 3 days. 1,000 gold would help pay for being docked at the harbor.
Here's 100 for now, and we'll get you more as soon as we have time.
We have to get it out of our
bank.
account.
Yes.
Sounds
I'll
brilliant.
give him 200.
You know where our tavern is. You know where to find us.
I actually don't, but I think you told me.
Troll Skull.
Skull?
Troll Skull Alley.
North Ward, Troll Skull Alley.
Northwood.
Leaf's Tavern.
Alright.
Northwood.
Northwood.
Yes.
Yes.
I shall give Aloysius 200 gold.
So he's got 300 now.
Thank you. Yes, like I said, you don't have to feel obligated. It's just if you would like, if it wouldn't be too much hurt to your
Aloysius,
pockets.
I think that we feel grateful that you came and got us when you did.
Indeed.
Well,
So, and brought us back safely. If you need a meal, drink, a place to stay that is not your ship, please come to Lift's Tavern. We will take care of you. And we'll also give you some more gold.
thank you. It is much appreciated. We might try and stop by. We all like the ship, though.
By tomorrow.
Whiskey. We have good whiskey at our tavern.
That's good to know.
And food.
We are all grateful to know and be friends of the Shield of the Coast. Now go on, you all sounded like you had some urgent business to attend to.
Yeah, just a little.
All right.
Yes.
I will see you all later then.
I will give Aloysius a hug.
He gives you gives you a big hug, even picks you up a little bit.
Oh.
Some of that. Orladar's going in for the hug.
He gives you just as big of a hug, Orladar, and as you pull away, he grabs your hand and gives it a very gentle kiss. And
I'm into it.
And then a little wink, and then says,
I'll
"All right,
wink back.
be off.
Pyra
Go,
starts
go.
gagging.
We will speak later."
Okay. Let's
All
go.
right, Shield of the Coast. Where are you all going?
While we start going,
Mm-hmm.
can I... Ow, that hurt.
Good job, babe.
Yeah.
Can I cast Detect Evil and Good that I have now prepared on the staff?
What does Detect Evil and Good do?
Well,
Detect evil
most
and
of it is...
The thing is that it doesn't.
I know, it's way less useful than it sounds.
Yeah.
So, the part that
Wowzer
matters...
is doing this. I'd like to hail a carriage.
Yes, easy enough. 5 copper is the fee to take you all
Okay.
across town.
Okay.
The part that
Yeah.
matters
I think 1 silver.
is that I know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of me that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So I'm assuming that cursing would fall under desecration.
Yeah. Let's say it does for right now, and we can look it up later. What is consecrated versus desecrated?
Consecrated is blessed, desecrated is cursed, basically.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So looking at this large staff in particular, I'm assuming it does not seem to be consecrated.
Okay.
Or desecrated, I mean.
Okay.
Does not seem to be desecrated, and it's a very interesting effect, especially with this spell that you've used every now and again. You sort of know how the magic works and everything. But with this, you seem to be getting sort of flickers of consecrated, but then the sort of the sort of feeling and energy that that you get and you can see when you see if something is consecrated or desecrated. It keeps sort of like flickering in and then disappearing, and then there's nothing, and it doesn't seem like anything. But then you see just sort of like an instance of consecrated energy, and then it's gone again.
Okay. One sec. Flickering. Consecration? Big question mark. Oh, also, just like for, I don't know, in-game sake, I also know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located.
Within 30 feet of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this concentration or?
It is concentration, yeah.
How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Okay. You do not get anything at the moment, no.
Okay.
I would also like to point out, Aiden, that I have the short sword of warning on.
Yes.
So, yes. Me and my companions within 30 feet cannot be surprised.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, guys. We can't just like go like
Kyra.
I know it's our tavern. We can't walk in the front door.
Sure we can. You can't walk in the front door.
No.
I don't
You guys
know
can't
about
either.
that.
What if...
I can turn invisible, so technically I could go in.
What if I... One sec. Where's my bedroom? Yeah, there is... I do have access to the turret, which has windows. I could...
Yeah.
I
We
could fly into the turret and
I could climb
into
the
my
tower.
bedroom.
We can sneak in. So 2 of us can go in the top.
Mm-hmm.
To
I
either
can
a
go
back
in the
door. 2 of us go in the back door.
Can you shadow switch?
Where are my notes? Where is my map?
If you can look in a window, can you operate your shadow like silently?
I can, but if anyone hurts anybody, I am going to possibly break some skulls.
Okay, but
That's
here's what I'm
okay.
thinking.
What
We
if
have
I
the 2
go in the-
going.
I was going to offer to go in the front door as a distraction.
I'm thinking we might not even, like, maybe we don't even need a distraction. Maybe we all go in silently, unseen, right? Totally unseen.
Mm-hmm.
2 on the top. Urbos is switch. Me invisible. I'm still working on Orlidar, trying to figure that out in my brain what we're gonna do.
I should
But
be able
we all get into position where we can like be like, hey, we got our weapons on you, drop it, kind of deal.
I can be invisible.
You can be
okay.
invisible.
That makes my life easier. I was
What
going
do
to
you
say
mean
I
by
could
hits?
potentially...
Very helpful.
Oh, I can
What
only
do you mean
see
by
this
drop
ability.
hits?
I can't make anyone invisible
Like
right
drop the weapons.
now.
Okay,
I
okay.
can make someone invisible if
I thought
absolutely
you were talking
necessary.
about
You mean like
dropping.
I mean like drop it.
And
Drop it
I
low.
can make myself and somebody else invisible.
I can make
Ooh.
myself invisible.
Okay.
That's
Does
so
anybody?
cool.
Who else wants to be invisible? Anybody?
Who's not stealthy?
Urbos?
Urbos.
No,
Hey, I
no,
know,
no,
but like,
Zoria.
no one needs to say it aloud.
Yeah.
Zoria,
or-
I think. I think Zoria's more not stealthy.
I'm really not stealthy. I mean,
True.
I'm not like negative not stealthy, but I am disadvantaged not stealthy.
Urbos, you can switch your you don't even have to go in the building because you can, as long as you can see in there. As long as you operate it in there where no one can see, you can just pop yourself in, right? You can just switch,
Yes, I can also attack from
right?
Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I
Can you find
mean,
a
wouldn't
better
that be insane if we all just went out of nowhere? We all just popped out of the reality and we're like, "Whoa, hey, drop the weapons."
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas. Can ping pong.
Yeah. Pyra, you know this person. We don't. Can this person detect magic, or are they going to be able to tell if we go in there invisible?
I wouldn't know, honestly. I don't know. I don't
Pyra.
know what she can do.
Do you
Okay.
think this person
So-
would
You also
bring
haven't
backup?
you haven't seen her in a really long time. You don't know if she's picked up any new abilities.
I didn't. When she was teaching me, I learned some magic, like
Okay.
my bloodline magic, being a tiefling. But I didn't learn. I don't.
Do they cast? Do they cast magic? Are they a magic user?
I feel like I think I've heard yes. I think Aiden has told me yes.
Well, then we need to be careful with the invisibility because they might be able to tell. Also, if they're a magic user, they could be scrying on us right now.
And
know everything.
will cast see invisibility.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. If I have to make a perception check, there's probably not an obviously glowing, floating orb around us.
If she's watching us right now, I'm walking in the center.
Perception. 21.
21. You do not catch anything out of the glimpse of your eyes as you all see Zoria sort of finish an incantation, and her
I really
eyes start
didn't
to
wanna-
just glow a faint sort of lavender color.
Yeah, I don't think that they're
Well,
watching
that
us.
is good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm still willing because they're holding Rainier hostage. They want you. So if I went in, I'm a pretty good talker. I could talk to them. I could keep them distracted. The rest of you could converge from different places, and
Yes.
you could maybe find Rainier. Maybe have time to find where he's tied up.
And I can
Well, I
also...
can.
yeah.
I don't want you being by yourself.
I
Pyra,
can,
maybe you can go with Orladar, but turn yourself invisible.
I can
Oh,
also
there you go.
locate creature or locate object to find Rainier faster.
And if Uroboros enters on the ground floor, that'll be 3 of you on the ground.
Yeah. 3
Yeah.
on Rainier, 2 on talk
Any-
/ security detail.
Any other people? Do you think she's brought people with her?
Yes.
This person? Hmm.
Oh. I didn't think
I-
about that.
Hell, I brought you guys.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or
If she's alone, I'll clap it out, man.
in terms of hurt,
I'm
how
still
much
scared.
can I hurt?
What?
In terms of hurt, how much can I hurt?
I don't want you to. Okay. I don't want you to kill her.
What?
Okay.
Pyra?
Depending,
So
depending
non-lethal.
on who it is and what they've done.
You can knock her out
Okay.
Hard?
hard, but not
Deadly.
unless
No deadly
unless
force.
action is made.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Brittany,
Brittany?
Against us.
your wife
Oh.
stole the Wi-Fi.
your wife stole the Wi-Fi.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay. Can you hear
Go
me?
again?
Yes,
Okay,
you're
there-
frozen,
there-
but
there
we
you
can
go.
hear
Okay.
you.
Yep.
Unless action is taken against us in a lethal way, then I do not want any harm.
Okay.
If she does not give us Rainier, that is a different story.
Okay, because I might, go against the grain.
You can slap her.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to slap her?
I do very badly.
Yeah, at one point we might get to a point where you can slap her, and I'll give you permission. Okay?
That would be ideal, honestly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hit people a lot, and I would really appreciate this one, just getting this one in, you know?
I'll let you.
Thank you. Thank you. It would be much appreciated.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna ask the a quick question.
Yes.
How far is the carriage ride from the docks to the tavern?
Docks to the tavern. It's about 30 minutes or so.
Okay, so not enough time to attune
20, 30 minutes. No.
Okay, hold on. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to say?
What's the plan?
I would like to stop at Coralon's Crown, ask
Okay.
Fala if they've seen anything, heard
Okay,
anything
well-
weird from the tavern.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
as you all are on this carriage ride,
I'd like to
looking-
look at the city.
yes, looking out at the city, having these conversations, you can see the very stark aftermath that they have been dealing with here in Waterdeep. You see destroyed buildings, cracks in the streets, sort of like unleveled, jutted up areas of ground all around. You can see a plethora of city guards patrolling the streets, much more than there used to be. You can also notice the Griffin cavalry soaring overhead, which is sort of like a special unit that is only ever you've only seen them a couple of times when something like really bad happens, and they're just on constant patrol. You also see additional very well armored individuals patrolling alongside the guard, but very clearly wearing different sort of formal uniforms. Eventually, over the next 20 to 30 minutes or so, you all make your way up to your home alley.
Does the damage seem to be centralized into any of the wards of the city, or is it pretty
It's
even?
pretty spread out. It is pretty open and even throughout.
Is
the
the
entire
spread
city.
of the guards also even?
Yes.
Good question.
When we are kind of near the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to jump out of the carriage and approach a group of the guards.
Okay, just some of the city guards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Well, like I said, there are the additional. I mean, you see sort of like a cluster of two city guards and one of these other guards wearing this sort of different sort of uniform.
Sorry. Before I jump out of the tavern, I'm gonna turn to whoever's sitting right next to me, Orladar. I'm gonna go, keep the door open for me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And then jump out of the carriage.
Okay.
So the door's still open. It's flapping.
All right. It's.
I'm gonna run up to the guards and I'm gonna say, I have reason to believe that Rainier Neverember has been kidnapped and held hostage somewhere near Lift's Tavern in Troll Skull Alley in the North Ward. Do you have any troops you could spare to that region in the next hour or so?
I'm sorry. This is just a human male talking. He says, "I'm sorry. We were on strict orders from the Open Lord to keep our eyes out for any more danger to the city streets, as it were."
Very well.
Very sorry. We cannot go on a private mission without direct orders.
Very well. Please tell your captain of what I've told you. Then I'm gonna turn around
Do what
and
I
run
can.
and catch up to the carriage.
Which is easy enough for you. As you all come, yeah.
Just really quickly, I was going to say this earlier, but there wasn't a good time to interject. Can I just say that I've been trying to attune this whole time, just in case there happens to be an hour. I mean,
Okay.
not even necessarily the whole time, but after we're done, like, discussing plans overall. Yeah,
Mhm.
just in case.
Okay, you are trying to do that. But as you all eventually enter Troll Skull Alley, as it were, Timber, do you ask everyone to take the carriage all the way to Coralon's Crown, or do you get out and go to Coralon's Crown on your own?
I think we should stop the carriage well before the building, well before the tavern. So I think like
you can still get to the
over.
you can still get to the alley.
I'm gonna say that I'm going to Coralon's Crown. If anyone wants to come with me, well, yeah, no, I'd say everyone should come with me because if Fala has something to say, then everyone should hear it.
Okay, so you all follow Timber to Coralon's Crown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of the carriage.
Okay.
Yes.
On foot.
Oh, I will pay the carriage. It was 1 silver.
Yeah, silver piece for the ride. And to get to Coralon's Crown, you all actually have to pass your tavern.
Right.
To be able to get to Coralon's Crown, it's sort of behind the tavern.
In the south entrance.
I would like to take a different street so we don't walk past the tavern.
South entrance will take us there without.
Okay, so you go all the way up and around because then that would be a bit closer to an hour.
Okay.
What?
Sold.
Yeah,
that's
let's go
fine.
all the way
Where
around.
is Coralon's Crown?
It's T4 behind.
T4.
It's on the south.
Right here
Yeah.
where my finger's pointing. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
South of our building.
if we come through the south side, then we should be able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all
Yeah.
come up to Coralon's Crown, which as you enter, you see there's like one window that's broken, sort of boarded up, but but other than that, it seems open and relatively undamaged.
It's like 11 o'clock at night.
It is 11 o'clock at night. Oh, did I say open? Sorry, I just meant undamaged. It is not
Okay.
open. Like there are no lights inside or anything.
I'm going to like start to like gently like knock on the door, and then I'm gonna like peer my face against the glass. And I'm gonna kind of knock on the door a little bit louder.
Okay.
The window's broken, you said?
One of the windows, it's like boarded up.
Okay. Does anything happen?
You wait for 5 minutes. No answer. 6, 7, 8 minutes go by.
I'm gonna whisper
It's
through.
also much later than 11 o'clock at night, by the way. It's like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning.
Should I try to wake up Fala? Everyone else?
If you think it's that
Try to
important.
get-
Yes.
They might have information.
Exactly.
They're right next door.
I think
Okay.
that it's entirely
Does anyone have
possible that it'll be
lock-picking?
useful.
Yes.
Everyone looks at Pyra.
Baby Rose.
Yeah, sorry. I'm stress eating.
I would like to
Wipes the dust
perception
off her
check
fingers.
the alley. Are there any guards walking by? Let me add my perception. I got a 16.
A 16? Timber, you do actually see just sort of just a pair of guards just right at the corner, 30 feet away or so. Both of their backs are turned, but then as you're looking, Pyra takes out the key and begins to put it up to conspicuously put something up to the door as one of the guards turn around and sort of cocks.
Form a wall of bodies.
Cocks ahead.
Form a wall of bodies.
That's gonna be less
Shield
conspicuous.
Pyra.
Yeah, Timber. You see him turn around and sort of lock eyes onto Pyra, and then you very conspicuously step in front of it, and he sort of pats his buddy on the shoulder, and they both turn around and start walking your way.
Zori is sitting on the ground holding the staff, still attempting to attune to it.
Okay. A human and a dwarf man step up to you and approach you as Pyra is fiddling with the door.
I step
Hey,
out.
what's
to
going
look
on
at-
here?
Hello there. Good evening.
Hello. The dwarf is sort of peering around you. Pyra, are you still trying to unlock the door?
Guards. I'm worried about my friend.
Pyra, are you trying to unlock the door?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and make a check with your thieves' tools.
Yeah, which would be how again? It's been 2 weeks.
Okay, so it's a dexterity check, and then I believe with the key that you have, you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Thieves'
A
Tools.
dexterity
So
check.
dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I get advantage because of the key, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you?
Let me check.
I thought there was something to do with advantage in there, so.
You have advantage. Yes. Just making sure. I do have advantage. Okay. Okay, 16 plus 5. So 21.
21. Okay, so as you are fiddling with the door, the dwarven guard timber actually just straight up steps around you, just not paying you any mind, and the human man is still trying to talk to you. He's like, "Excuse me, what is going on here?"
Guards, I'm worried about my friend.
Is
haven't
this
heard
your-
from them in a few days.
Is this your abode?
This is my neighbor's abode. I haven't heard from them in a few days, and I'm worried about them.
Hey, listen, and Pyra, as you feel like you're about to unlock the door, there's just a big, beefy hand in plate armor right on top of your hands, and your hands get pulled out of the door. And you see this dwarven man, just big, bushy beard. Excuse me, is this your home?
I have the key, don't I? And I hold up the key.
What?
Guys, I just pull out the badge of the watch.
Oh, well, there's that.
What were you gonna say, Zoria?
Will saying like 3 words break my attunement concentration?
You wouldn't know.
Then I'm not gonna say it because there's the badge of the watch happening now.
Eleanor pulls out the badge of the watch and shows it to the guards.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we are the owners and proprietors of Lift's Tavern across the street. We are very concerned for our friend, I can't remember her name. Fala. La 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 la. No.
Yep.
This is their establishment. We are attempting to use this neighborhood key to enter and check on her safety.
There.
Go ahead and make
Waterdeep trusts us enough to give us their badge.
Orladar, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Just a straight roll, because you would get disadvantage because of the situation, but showing the badge cancels that out.
Okay, so I don't get. What did you say? Persuasion?
Persuasion
I don't
check.
get my 10.
What?
What?
No,
I
that's
have a +10 to persuasion.
Yeah, you get that.
yeah. So that is what your
Yeah.
persuasion check
You just
is.
don't get to roll a second time and take the higher.
I'm saying you don't get advantage.
24.
24.
Yeah.
The guard sort of cocks an eyebrow at you and says, "Listen, I've been patrolling this neighborhood for quite a while. I know that there's no such thing as a neighborhood key. I can tell you that Fala is safe. We just saw her this morning and she's in bed asleep. So you say you're the owners and proprietors of Lift's Tavern over there. Why don't you
Yes,
just
sir.
go ahead and head back to sleep?"
Okay. Will you come with us? Because we have reason to believe that somebody has kidnapped Rainier Neverember, and we are worried.
When did you get this information?
Was it yesterday?
No, it was
We
like
were-
3 days ago.
Days ago.
We were on a ship. We just docked. We just docked in the harbor. We just docked in the harbor. And you can check any of this with the Open Lord or Detective Russian guy. Hell, you guys, I lost his name.
I don't know.
What's his name?
Sorry, concentrating real hard.
Rainier. Nope, that's the wrong guy. That's the old one. Barnabas Blastwind? Is he the Russian one? He's the detective.
Where's
And then there's-
Russia?
Blastwind. Blastwind's not the Russian one?
What? Yeah.
No, I made
Right?
Blastwind is correct.
I made a joke, and he was shaking his head at that. But yes.
Listen, we've been working with Detective Blastwind ever since the weird moons in the sky. The Open Lord has sent us on a mission. While we were gone, some crazy person broke into Lift's Tavern and then sent a threatening message to us saying that they were going to hurt Pretty Boy. Now, if you've seen Rainier, Neverember, you know that's who they're talking about.
The human actually steps up next to the dwarf and says, "Listen, I don't know what you're trying to work around, but Rainier was just outside working on repairing the tavern. It's been closed the last couple of days because of what happened a few days ago. We just saw and spoke to Rainier. He's absolutely safe."
When?
Yesterday. Well, earlier today, I guess.
The time is weird right now.
We've been on watch for a few hours. We're about to switch out, actually.
Okay, well, we're about to go into our tavern.
And it's your tavern. Go, be safe. Go to bed.
We need backup. If that
Why,
person...
there are 5 of you. Listen, we have to stay on our watch.
Great. When are you off watch?
In like 30 minutes or something.
Great. If I haven't come back out in 30 minutes, you come in to Lift's Tavern. There's 100 gold waiting for you.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Orladar.
Just to come in and check.
What? Sorry.
How long have I been concentrating on attunement at this point?
At this point, probably close to 40 or 45 minutes.
29.
I'll hold on to it.
29?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and I have a plus 10.
Is there even a possibility
So
of them
good.
passing this?
Oh my gosh.
The human looks down. The human looks down at the dwarf, who looks up and he says, "Fuck around if you want. I want to go to bed." And he walks back to his post, and then the human guard says, "In 30 minutes, once I'm done with my post and my replacements get here, if none of you have come to tell me that you're safe, I'll come check on the tavern."
Thank you.
All right.
And then
Seriously, you probably
Orladar,
don't have anything to worry about. It's probably just some prank or something.
I stick my hand out to shake his hand,
He shakes it.
and I put 50 gold in his hand when I do it. And I say, thank you.
Come check on you. Pockets it.
Such enthusiasm.
Bro, the man's tired.
You gotta love the local law
Do my
enforcement.
job.
Bro, the man's fucking tired. He wants to go to bed.
Okay. And then before we go into the tavern, I'm gonna use. Is it message that goes far?
Sending it goes far. Message goes like 120 feet.
Thank you. Please mix those up. And then I'm gonna use sending,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast sending at 3rd level to Detective Blastwind.
Okay.
Okay, can somebody help me because I'm bad at this?
I'm not doing anything else. Well, I am, but I'm not.
Sophie.
Blastwind. Blastwind, it's Orladar. That's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing this right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
At tavern, afraid there is trouble inside. Rainier, possibly in danger. Just returned, don't know what's happening. Oh, I have 5 left?
Mm-hmm.
5 left. Please come if you can. And he's very knowledgeable, so I'm sure he knows he can respond to a magically sent message.
Most likely does. You do not hear any response.
Oh no.
Are the guards out of the way?
The
Nah,
guards are
have
still
they left?
standing, sort of with their backs turned. The human keeps turning his head to check on you all.
So no more
Right.
breaking into this place with them watching us. If you want
No.
to try to wake Fallout, then just bang really loud.
I don't know. Should we just
Can you
go in?
Or I can use message because it's 120 feet. Maybe we can see if their bedroom's 120 feet away.
It's probably within that.
That was what I was going
Okay.
to tell you
Sure.
earlier while I was
Try it.
concentrating, but I didn't want to break my concentration.
Oh, yeah.
Fala! This is Orladar. We're all outside. We need you. Wake up! Wake up!
Can you respond to message?
You're going to respond to this message.
No, that's
We
right.
can respond to this message.
You hear? What?
Please come downstairs and let us in.
Just a moment. After a few seconds, you all look up, and in the sort of like greenhouse area, you see a little flicker of light.
Wallace lives in the greenhouse.
Coming from the windows.
Oh, thank God.
After a few more minutes, like 5 to 6 more minutes, you hear. And you see the elven figure, the long blonde hair falling behind their shoulders, and they're in a nightcap and just sort of like a dark blue nightgown, and they're holding a little oil lamp. What are you all doing here?
Can we come in for just a moment, please?
Yeah, sure. They let you in, and after you all step inside, they close the door.
I want to stay outside and watch our tavern.
You stay outside? Okay.
Bala, have you heard anything strange coming from the tavern in the past week or so?
No, it's been closed down after the creatures came through with that storm thing. Rainier has been working really hard at doing repairs.
You've seen Rainier?
Yes, he's sort of been outside trying to clean things up. I've talked to him a few times. He's gonna be really excited to see you, Zoria.
Zoria is focusing so hard right now. She knows she only has less than 10 minutes left at this point. She just gives the slightest nod.
Cheeks go pink.
Yeah.
Is she all right?
Yes, she's concentrating on something.
I see. Anyway, yes. Rainier's. I mean, he's been working very hard with sort of government stuff, and he actually got badly damaged the other day when he helped to defend the streets. He came to me for aid. I helped him with some potions.
What kind of potions?
Healing potions? Of the healing variety? Because he was badly hurt?
Pyra's outside.
Yeah, Pyra's
I'm gonna-
out there.
I'm gonna go to the door. Pyra, you need to come in here right now.
I'm watching the tavern.
Yeah. You need to come in here and describe to Fala what this person looks like. Because I'm afraid this person has got Rainier tied up in a closet and they are masquerading as Rainier. So I want to know if Fala saw this person before things went bad. So please come tell Fala what this person looks like. I can't even remember this bitch's name.
Stick my head in, and I'll say brief description of character because I do not even know it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
you
I'll
better believe I'm saving that shit.
and back outside and watch the tavern.
The follow listens, and they just think for a second and say, "No, I mean, I haven't seen anybody, especially in the last 3 days. Rainier's kept the tavern closed. Like I said
Yeah,
before.
that's suspicious.
Well, I mean, if you saw, my window got hurt, and quite a few other buildings of the alley, sort of.
Sure. Where we were, things were pretty bad too. A lot of people died. I'm just really worried about Rainier. So
I know that's how it had to have happened here as well. But I will say, Rainier was very brave, fighting out on the streets.
Fala, we're worried that he's been kidnapped and being held hostage somewhere, but we're about to go find out. So if you don't hear from us by tomorrow at noon, be worried. Thank you for your time.
Can I poke my head in the door real quick? What was Rainier fighting with? How was he fighting?
What do you mean he was fighting
Was
with
he fighting with his sword?
Yes?
Nothing else?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't out on the streets with him. He came in with a sword and dagger at his side. I figured that's what he always used.
Just checking.
Which is correct, especially when you are all down down in the Vault of Dragons. Rainier uses a rapier and a dagger at the same time when he fights.
Well, Fala, thank you for your time. I'll bid you good night.
Of course.
sorry to woke you up.
I mean, whoever it is, I'm sure they can't take on 5 of you.
We should
Oh,
hope
that's
not.
Too.
Good luck, I guess. Be safe.
Thank you.
It's good to see you,
Goodbye.
Timber.
Good to see you too, Fala. Oh, can I have the mint plant. I brought it with me. I'm gonna take it out of my bag, and I'm just gonna, like, put it in the corner of the room. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna come back for this.
It's a little smushed. There's a lot of dirt in your pack.
Oh, yeah.
The leaves are a little
yes.
crinkled. As you take it out, Fall actually looks at it and goes, huh. Okay.
It's been a rough week. Okay.
All right. I guess I'll see you all later then.
Goodbye. Good night.
She
Sleep
looks,
well.
she looks at the mint, and as you all are leaving, you can see them going to grab the mint as they close the door, and you hear behind you.
Have I hit an hour yet?
At this point, I would say you come up to just about the hour point, and you sort of feel that feeling of sort of connection
Before the fight!
and attunement.
That was the goal.
Yes.
I was focusing so
Oh
hard.
no! You feel so you feel this sort of connection and attunement, and then it just fades. You feel like the you got so excited before I could finish. You got so excited before I could finish.
On my birthday eve.
Oh no!
It's her birthday eve.
Oh
It's
no!
not Zoria's birthday.
That,
It's not Zoria's birthday.
How do you know?
Because I said so. Anyway, you feel so you felt the magical connection, and yet once you sort of felt that attunement to it, then you just didn't feel any other abilities. So I go ahead and mark that you are attuned to an item, but you are not aware of what.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I can't.
You're attuned to a mystery.
I literally can't mark that I'm attuned to something if it's not.
No,
in my
I know
inventory.
that's why I said like make a note.
You said mark, and I can't do
Sorry,
that.
mark off.
I guess I need to add something
Mark-
to my inventory.
mark off
I
in
wonder
your-
what it could be.
Mark off in your notes that you are attuned to a third item. Okay, so Shield of the Coast, you all are standing outside Coralon's crown. What are you all doing here in the middle of the night? In your
Can I look
alleyway?
at the tavern? Do I see anyone walking around in our windows? Any shadows or anything?
If you start to sort of look around at the tavern, you actually see that it looks like every single one of your windows has been shattered, and they're all boarded up, sort of just nailed, nailed. Oh my God, boards nailed into the windows. Dear God. Just to sort of protect the interior, and you can see that just the exterior of the walls, there are sort of scorch marks and cracked boards, and it looks like there has been some heavy damage dealt to it.
Okay.
And
So
if you look towards the front door, you do see just a sort of handwritten sign hanging on the door that says "closed indefinitely."
Indefinitely.
Whose handwriting does it look like?
Zori, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, the little smile that appeared on Ian's face.
Went on.
Gloria gets handwritten letters.
It's true. I have gotten at least one handwritten note, I think.
should probably get
14.
advantage.
That's true. Can I have
14?
advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have had written correspondence from Rainier.
15!
15. It does look impeccably like Rainier's handwriting.
Okay.
Just
Also, Zoria is holding the staff and hitting it against her hand, trying
Yep.
to get it to work.
Okay.
okay.
Sorry, don't hurt yourself. Okay, Orladar is casting invisibility at 4th level. That
Okay.
means that I can make 3 people invisible. I'm going to touch Timber, Urbos, and Zoria and make the 3 of them invisible.
Okay.
That will last for 1 hour.
Okay.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
When does invisibility wear off? When I make an attack?
When you make an attack, cast a spell, or after 1 hour, or if Orladar drops concentration.
Okay.
And that just means I can't cast another concentration spell, correct?
Yep.
Okay. But I can still
Again.
flirt.
Correct.
Yep.
John, did you ask? Did you say DM?
Oh, no, sorry. I was
Okay.
just about to say, we're taking a page from Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys have learned some moves over in Altera.
Just
Okay.
a little quick
Fuck
vanish.
Barry.
All right. So, are the 3 of you who are invisible just entering in behind, or the
No.
4 of you just entering in behind?
No.
No.
Where are you?
I
going?
go around outside of view of the broken windows
Mm-hmm.
from the front main floor of the tavern, and I start climbing up. I'm invisible.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Let me get there. 12.
Okay. Zori, what are you doing?
I will make my way to the base of the turret
Okay.
as silently as physically possible.
Which is
I
just right in front of the front door.
will. Okay, perfect.
It's above the front door.
And I will expend a use of Steps of Night. 'Cause,
Okay.
you know, I'm assuming we're in dim light or darkness at
It
this
is.
point.
Yeah, it is complete darkness.
Delightful. And I will fly to.
Oh yeah. Did you give Urbos dark vision? Because Urbos cannot see anything right now.
Oh, then yes.
Okay.
That is an issue. Urbos gets dark vision.
How long does that last?
Forever!
That is
For
inaccurate.
an hour.
Okay.
10 years? Whoa, that's amazing.
1 hour.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no one else needs that, right?
Now I have my belt of dwarven kind.
Great, we're good then.
Okay.
Okay. And
So Zoria, you're floating up to the turret,
I will float up to my bedroom window. And
which you can see is completely boarded up.
Okay.
If you sort of like go around, all of the windows are are completely boarded up, and you actually see there are sort of boards nailed in to just nailed across the back door. You can sort of see behind it. It looks like the back door got like busted off, like the hinges are busted off, and it got busted through, and it's just completely just boarded up. Your tavern looks like it's been abandoned.
Is there any possible way that I can get into the second floor?
If you try to hit it real hard,
I mean, I don't want to hit anything. Can I try to pry stuff
No.
off?
what do you have to pry something off?
What?
What would you pry it off with?
That's how we have weapons.
I mean, yeah, I have weapons. I have my shield that I can use as like a lever. I have, what else do I have? I have a bronze dragon figurine. I have, it was like this big. I have a diamond. Diamonds are basically unbreakable. I have,
All right.
I have.
You could try.
Yes, I would like to.
You can certainly try. All right. All right. So while you're trying that, go ahead and make a strength check. Timber, what are you doing?
So Zoria's trying to pry open some of the boards that are on the
Yes.
windows because
Yes.
every window is boarded up.
Every single window is boarded up.
I'm going to go over to where she is. It only makes sense that we enter through the same location.
Okay.
How tall is the roof of the building?
It's 3 stories or 4 stories. So, like 30, 40 feet, I'd say. What?
16.
16. Okay, so you go to push and you sort of you feel like you got some good.
I am doing this quietly and catching the boards before they fall.
Well, okay, but as you start to push, you hear.
And I do this very slowly and only tiny bits at a time. Not like that.
That's
Classic middle of the night.
as you're trying to. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that it's gonna make a lot of noise to like pry the board out.
Yes,
so
I understand
do you
that. But
still
what I'm
pry the board out, or
yes, I do. But what
Okay.
I'm doing, please hold, is I'm pressing, and it'll squeak just a little bit for like less than a second, and then I'll wait like 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Okay, that's
And
gonna
then-
take you a really long time.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go 1,000 squeak, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 squeak. 1.
Okay.
three,
You three down at the bottom. You just hear.
It's slightly less conspicuous than.
I'm saying it doesn't sound inconspicuous. Is what I'm saying.
I think it sounds like there's an owl dying. And that's a
They
natural
don't-
sound, so
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
So
Would I
Urbos,
be able
what
to
are you doing?
summon my echo onto the roof?
I'd say it'd be just out of your reach because you can only summon it within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just out of reach.
Um,
Yeah, so you're invisible, but you don't make no noise.
No, I know. I'm just looking up invisibility.
All right, so
Yeah.
while Urbos decides, 1 second, Timber, Orladar and Pyra, what are you two doing down on the ground?
Oh, I'm walking in the front door.
Okay, so Pyra, you're invisible.
Stealthily, as stealthily as I possibly can, following
Okay.
behind.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. Timber, what were you gonna say?
So there's the tower that's up at the top.
Yes.
Is that boarded up entirely?
Yes.
Because
All-
I don't
yes.
think it had glass on it. Okay.
All of the windows are completely boarded up.
Now, can I see any gap in the boards that is like you might be able to fit through there?
Absolutely not. They're like
Or-
every single crevice.
Any
Is
of
covered.
the boards that are like not so solid.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
This dice.
I just also follow with Oladar and
No.
Okay, so Urbos, you follow in behind Orladar.
That'll be
it's
a
very
solid.
stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check
3.
with advantage, which will cancel out your disadvantage, Urbos. So just a straight roll. What did you get, Timber?
Wow.
3.
A 3?
Yeah.
You try a couple of boards and you actually end up making like a little bit of noise. It's mostly muffled by the noise that Zori is making, but
You're welcome.
but you like try some boards and they all feel pretty solid. They weren't haphazardly just sort of stuck up here. They were all like very well secured.
Yeah. Okay.
But as you two are up on the roof, Orladar, you step up to the front door, and if you try it, you feel it's locked, as you'd
Mhm.
expect.
Take my
You-
key out.
You take your key, unlock it, and you step inside. Pyra, what did you roll for stealth?
23.
23. Urbos?
That's a great 13. But if you turn it
13.
around, it looks like a 31.
Okay.
Takes a 31.
It sure does.
Okay. So, Orladar, Pyra, and Urbos. You three, as Orladar swings the door open, and you all step into the darkened interior of your tavern tap room. All of the furniture is completely messed up in more ways than one, knocked over, some broken into pieces and sort of scattered along the ground. But all three of your gazes are immediately drawn to the center of the room, where, with your dark vision, you can see sitting in a chair atop a wooden crate with a gag tied around his mouth and a noose hanging over his neck is a bloodied and beaten-looking unconscious Rainier Neverember. Now, as Urbos steps inside of the door, you three, along with Zoria and Timber from up on the roof, you just hear BAM! As the door closes after Urbos makes his way inside and locks behind you three. Now, with you three down there, Zoria and Timber, what are you doing after the door slams?
As the door slams, as I hear that happen, I'm gonna throw a ton of weight onto my shield, prying off that board to try and conceal that excess sound with the loud sound that came from the door.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
That'll be a dexterity reaction.
Yep. Sleight of hand is dexterity.
Oh, you're right.
Is a dexterity check.
Aiden, you big brain. You're a big brain. I love you.
Ooh! I mean, it's not incredible, but, like, it's better than I was expecting. 18.
18?
Because I only have a +1.
Okay. Okay, so you think you timed it. You think you timed it as well as you possibly could. As you sort of catch the whooshing of the door, and you can tell that it's about to slam. You time it, and you just throw your weight through. Timber, you just watch as Zoria just disappears. Disappears into the turret. You hear you hear just like a couple of stumbles, like fuck.
Cool.
But the window is open in the turret.
Okay.
Zoria, you stumble into the room, just the darkened interior of the turret.
Okay. So I specifically chose the windows that would access my room.
Your bedroom? Okay.
Yes, my bedroom.
You stumble into your bedroom.
Well, I mean, I stumble into the turret that goes into my bedroom.
Okay.
But yes. Just FYI.
Okay,
This is where we are in the house.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, I would like to continue into my bedroom very slowly, just
Okay.
barely cracking the door, peeking.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I hate those words.
I would like
Remember.
I hate those words
immediately-
so much.
immediately jump into the room.
Okay. Timber, it's pretty easy for you to do. Just
Okay, cool.
pretty much silent. Go ahead and make another stealth check, though.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, fork. Oh, fuck. 17 at disadvantage.
You should have had just a straight roll. Because you're invisible.
That's right. Well, 18 then.
Nice.
I rolled a 16 and a 17 on the dice.
Nice.
13.
For your other stealth check, Timber, did you roll with advantage?
No.
You're invisible as well.
No, that's worse.
Okay.
15.
So
13.
okay, so 13 is your roll. Okay. Okay, good to know. So you two are upstairs, going through the top floors, which you two can hear the sort of you can hear sort of muffled voices underneath. Since this is sort of happening at the same time as you both are making your way through the darkened third and second floors, you can hear muffled voices coming from the first floor, where your friends had just entered. But looking around, there's a couple signs of like maybe it kind of looks like a wild animal, like a wild raccoon or something, had gotten into a couple of the rooms. Like Zoria's bedroom seems fine, but then you check out like Pyra's bedroom, and some of her stuff is sort of thrashed around and messed up. Orlidar's room is sort of like, there are some things that are strewn about, but some things look untouched. So it doesn't look like someone sort of like ransacked it, though. It doesn't look methodical. It just looks like something wild probably came in a window and might explain why things are boarded up. Now you three downstairs. As the door slams, behind you all, and you hear that latch shut, you all start to frantically look around. The door slamming actually wakes Rainier up, and he looks at you, and he looks straight into your eyes, Orlidar, and he just looks panicked, and he's breathing heavily. You see blood trickling down from his forehead. His hair looks wet and matted, and you see a black eye. And just like bruises all over his face, and his hands are tied behind his back to the chair, and he just goes. After just a second, you all hear a voice out of the shadows. Well. And all three of your attentions are directed to one of your sort of side booths, where you can see now a dark hooded figure tucked back into a far corner. You can hear the voice emanating from it. Turns out you all were able to listen. As they sort of say the sentence, they slide out of the booth and they say, "Now, by my standards, I'd say that was quite quick. Welcome home. But where's the rest of your party? There are only 3 of you here. I heard that there were 5." Pyrus and Pyra, while you are invisible, you see your old mentor shoot her eyes and make direct eye contact with you. As she is saying this sentence, she steps up next to Rainier, seated atop this crate, and as she does, she reaches up and pulls her hood back. And you 3 see before you a teal-skinned tiefling with 2 pastel lime green orbs in her eye sockets, long black hair, and 2 dark horns that are hard to make out because they start at the very top of her forehead and just follow the contour of her head, pointing straight down behind her shoulders. After she lowers her hood, she pushes her arms through the front of this dark cloak that she's wearing and drapes it back behind her shoulders, revealing the skin-tight leather jumpsuit that she's wearing with the deepest V cut down to Venezuela. It has...
I gotta recover from that.
Reference noted.
Yep. You see that it doesn't have any sleeves, and therefore is revealing her arms, which are just covered in a smorgasbord of tattoos. What?
That's just an interesting
I love smorgasbord. All right.
Smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Okay.
A smorgasbord is just. I looked it up before writing this description to make sure that it would make sense, and it does because it's not just food. Anyway, her arms completely covered in 2 full sleeves of tattoos, and you see through the V-neck of the leather jumpsuit, you can see her teal skin, and you can see a couple more tattoos. She's not completely covered; it's just her arms. But you see a couple more tattoos sort of peeking out from underneath the jumpsuit. You can see this sort of gold chain necklace that she's wearing with some sort of red gemstone cradled in a golden design laying at her chest. And as her arms cross, you notice this bright golden double-fingered ring that she's wearing. As she continues to speak directly to Pyra, not even paying you any mind, Orlidar.
Perfect. I'm glad she's not paying me any mind. Before she gets next to Rainier, I'd like to cast Hold Person.
She is already next to Rainier. She sort of steps out as she's saying all this. So you go to cast Hold Person, huh?
And I also summon my echo right next to her.
I wanted to do it before she could touch him.
She's not touching him. She's just standing next to him.
I know, but is she close enough to touch him?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to cast hold person before she reached that
Okay.
distance. And she's still more than an arm length away while she's walking and talking to Pyra.
Okay, well, so she is not watching you, Orladar, but as you go to begin this incantation, she just waves a hand and your spell fizzles in your hand.
Can I summon my echo near her?
Yeah. You summon the echo and she just doesn't really pay it any mind.
I will draw the echo sword and point it at her.
As you do that, she reaches out and grabs Rainier's shoulder and leans him back, so the noose is like tight around his neck. And she says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you, friend. If you care about your pretty boy here, put it down."
Back.
Now looking at you, Erebos, through the invisibility. Put it away.
I'm gonna drop my invisibility.
Okay.
They're a little quick to
Now,
the
Pyrus,
trigger.
could you tell your friend to please put away his little toy, and no one here has to get hurt.
Put it away, Erebos.
It looks like somebody here already has gotten hurt, and that person is innocent.
Erebos will drop the invisibility with veins quite like on his head, quite literally the most bulging you could see them.
Erebos, are you dropping the echo?
Not the echo.
Okay, as you hold it a bit longer, she leans Rainier back a little bit more. The noose getting tighter, like on his jaw, and she looks at you, and she says, "Drop it now." And as she does, you see Rainier looking at you now that you're not invisible, and he's just shaking his head, like.
Pyra's gonna say a little bit more, not like, a little bit more cut and pointed, and tell Erebos to drop it.
Erebos will make the echo put his weapon away, but he will not drop the echo.
Well, that's a start. She puts Rainier like an inch closer. Now make it go away, and I'll take my hand off your friend.
Erebos will swap places with it and then drop the echo.
She sort of gives you a side eye and says, "Interesting. Way to get around words." And she she sets Rainier. She sort of sets Rainier back and steps up beside him, putting her back to Rainier so that she can see. So she can sort of look back and forth between Erebos and Pyra. Now, while this conversation is happening, Zoria and Timber, you can hear the sort of muffled voices. What are you two doing upstairs?
I am looking for any sign of life other than wildlife and our former lives here.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Yes.
Timber, are you
I
just
would
helping
like-
Zoria?
I would like to just
perception.
very quickly pass through all of the rooms, and then I want to go. I don't. Doria, is your room on the second floor? I want to go upstairs.
I mean, we're
You
on the
enter-
second floor. We entered into my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said you entered into the turret.
Well, yes, we entered into the turret, and then I walked into my bedroom.
Yeah, yours is on the third floor.
Yeah.
Or is it third floor?
Oh.
I
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's turret, and then the turret leads down into the third floor, and then there's a second floor, and then the tap room.
Well, yeah, there's windows on the turret that lead into my bedroom. The openings in the walls?
Oh, you mean
Are those not windows?
Oh, you mean right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you entered into the second floor, not the third floor.
I said second floor the first time, and then
Okay.
you confused me.
Okay, but then Timber asked, and so then I was confused.
Okay.
Did we go into Zoria's bedroom or not? I thought
Yes.
Zoria's
Zoria-
bedroom was on
yes.
the third floor.
No.
Gloria's bedroom is on the third floor.
I don't. We're in my bedroom. I don't know where we are.
Okay, so you
Okay.
guys are on the third floor, not the second
Okay.
floor.
Yeah, we're on the third floor. I would
Okay.
like to go upstairs and check the attic first.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check, Timber.
Investigation.
Zoria, what did you roll?
We're really going with investigation here.
Yep.
5.
What?
Zori, you're not seeing anything. You're really not seeing anything different than up here. It mostly looks the way that you left it, other than the sort of signs of something messing up some furniture, knocking pulling some sheets off the bed. knocking over a bookcase, some things scattered on the ground. But other than that, you even sort of look through the thing. Nothing is missing. Nothing is really all that damaged. You look through a couple of the different bedrooms as you hear this conversation happening downstairs. Timber.
I got a 6.
A 6. Same thing goes for you. You go up into the attic, which is I believe where you sort of made your little your little terrarium type place for yourself. And everything up in the attic is actually just as you left it. Nothing looks to be touched.
Pretty
really.
untouched. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna go down and I'm just gonna search every floor and make sure that there's no baddies hiding. That's really all I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I'm also looking for Rainier.
Okay.
No, nothing alive.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, I have a series of actions that I would like to do.
Okay.
Also, I would like to carefully make my way down a floor because I'm on the 3rd floor now.
On the 3rd floor, so you're going down to the 2nd floor.
Yes, I'm going down to the 2nd floor. While I am doing this, I am casting locate creature.
Right. So that's going to break the invisibility.
Correct. I'm looking for Rainier.
Okay.
I don't know that he's down in the tower.
Yes. As soon as you finish the spell, you detect him directly below you on the 1st floor of the tavern.
Okay. So while that is happening, while I have that location up, and I can essentially see where he is, I would like to go stand directly above him and cast Thaumaturgy right next to where I suspect his ear would be, and use it to say... What am I going to say? That's the thing. Just like... I'm right upstairs, or something like that. Just, it does not say that it is blocked by anything, and it does not say that it has to be within visuals.
No, I know.
It says that I can, it originates from a point within range, and...
You can create an instantaneous sound that's not... such as a rumble, you can...
Ominous whispers.
Yes, you can make ominous whispers, but that's
not... I whisper
not...
it ominously.
Okay, so all Rainier hears is... Ominous whispers is just means like a... I mean, the whole point of this is that it's not message. You can't use it to say cohesive words other than your...
I can.
Yes, if you use your actual voice to boom and sort of...
Well, why can't I make my voice really quiet? If I can make it really loud, why can't I make it really quiet?
You can make it really quiet, but you can't make your voice originate from somewhere else.
That's the entire point of thaumaturgy!
It's not, though.
Yeah, you create one of the following magical effects within range.
Yeah, and sending a message...
It's not sending a message, because if anyone was close enough to that point, then they would be able to hear it. And I'm casting it at a point where only Rainier would be able to hear it. You are the DM, but I am just arguing my case really, really hard because I want this to work.
With a cantrip, too, if you're only able to make certain noises, you can technically cast it 3 times to say, or multiple times to say a sentence regularly.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean... Because the whole point of it is like the ominous whispers is what I just did. It's just a sort of it's a sound. It's not cohesive words. All right. What do you want to say with it?
I mean, if it's not going to make actual words, then I would know that as the caster of the spell.
Okay. Well,
so I don't want to cast it if it's not.
No. I'm saying what would you want to say? What would you want to say with it, and then I will determine whether or not it works.
I said just I'm upstairs.
Okay, I'll say you think that you got it because you can't really hear it from down there either.
Correct.
So you release the spell.
I have an exact location of where Rainier is.
Yes.
Due to locate creature.
Yes.
I am directly above him.
Mm-hmm.
And I am casting. I'm assuming he's not standing up because of the condition that he was in when I last cast sending.
Okay.
So I mean, if he's down there, he's not doing great anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that with that reference in mind.
Okay.
So I'm taking into account his vertical height.
Okay.
And I am shooting for right next to his ear.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll say the spell goes off.
Okay.
Is there anything else you're doing upstairs?
Right now, no. I am sitting where I have the best, spot to hear things, like through the floor or something like that, and then just waiting for something to make me go down there.
Okay. Yes, Timber.
I would also like to just scan the second floor, make sure there's nothing, and then just wait, like, at the top of the stairs, and I'd like to use my perception to hear what they're saying.
Okay, make a perception check. Yes,
Orladar.
Be good to me. Haven't rolled higher than a 10 this whole time.
I'm sorry. Miss Velfie.
Oh, are you talking? You're talking to Velfie?
Yes. May I do that?
Well, she was gonna keep talking. So we were just cutting away in the middle of her speaking these stringed along
I know. I
sentences.
just wanted to ask her a question since she had just plopped his chair back up.
Okay. So yeah, she pushes the chair back onto the crate, and sort of leans her back against Rainier's side, watching Erebos
And Pyra, what you said. So, am I in the between them? Are they on either side of me?
What do you
Or
mean?
am I
Yeah.
Pyra, me, Erebos, or
No,
Pyra,
Erebos teleported, so Erebos is standing behind Velfie now. Pyra is standing behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you and Pyra are sort of standing at the front door. Rainier is in the center of the room, Velfie standing next to him, and Erebos is standing like next to Velfie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Erebos.
Might I just say that this is probably the most angry Erebos has ever been
That's
against
fair.
anybody.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, I can probably sense that. Miss Velfie. My name is Orladar. I understand that you have some beef with Pyra, which is the name I know this person by. While you speak with Pyra, it's obvious that you can dispel my magic, so I'm not a combat person. Would it be okay for me to come next to Rainier and just wipe his face and try to give him a little bit of first aid while you are discussing things?
Now there is some very hospitable conversation. Sure, you can approach your friend. And she sets her wrist on his shoulder. But I'm right here. Don't try anything funny, because I have been screwed over more than once. And she locks eyes with Pyra. And I know how to keep leverage on people.
Well, I could see that immediately, and I apologize for trying to cast a spell on you when I walked in. I just was very shocked to see my friend in the condition he's in.
That's
Especially since I know that he has nothing to do with whatever the issues are.
Oh, I know.
between you
He's
and
he's definitely just a poor, innocent soul in the middle of all this. But then again, your friend here shouldn't have done what she did a while ago.
Well,
You see, that
I
is
will
why
let-
I'm here. I'm here to cash in a favor from an old friend.
Okay.
Pyrus.
May I cast Healing Word on my friend?
No. You can come say hi to him, sure.
Thank you.
You can wipe his hair off his
Orladar-
face. No
Orladar's
spells.
No spells. You got it. Orlidar's gonna grab a bottle of whiskey from the bar as he's walking by, and a rag.
Okay.
That's it. And I'm just gonna go pull up a chair next to Rainier.
Okay. He also has a
And
gag.
start-
He has a gag tied
Yeah.
around his mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the gag out.
As you try to do that, Velfie reaches over and grabs your wrist. I said you can say hi.
Okay. Well, he can't cast magic, so I don't know why he needs to be gagged. Can't I just give him something to drink?
He's had plenty to drink. He's
DM,
fine.
DM, I do have advantage on persuasion. Could I at least roll for it?
Not after you tried to cast magic. Not after you tried to cast hold person on her.
They've
I'm-
never
You-
wanted to kill someone so bad
I
as
apologize.
Erebos. Like,
Yes, you did apologize. Some people don't take apologies. And you tried to cast hold person.
That's fine. I'm gonna take a swig of whiskey.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some whiskey on Rainier's lips for him, and then I'm just gonna take the wet rag that I grabbed from the bar and start wiping the blood off of his face. I'm trying to like comfort him.
Well,
That's it. I'm just sitting here now and being quiet.
this was a lot more tense than it needed to be, Pyrus.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think that's how we envisioned it to go.
Oh, definitely not me neither. I just wanted to have a conversation. Catch up for old time's sake. Also, I do believe there are 2 of your friends missing. Am I right? Or are they trying to break in upstairs or something? Just heard
Missing.
a lovely little lady say that she's here.
Doesn't matter where they are, Velfie. I'm in front of you.
That's right. You are. And I wish I could say
What
it
do
was
you-
good to see you. In some ways, deep down in my heart, it still is for some reason. Don't understand that. But nevertheless, I need you, Pyrus. I really, really need your help.
What happened?
Well, it's a bit of a story, but looks like you all have time.
Does Zori
Nothing
meet
but
us
it.
upstairs?
Make a perception check.
Now that this
Do
seems to be
you-
calming down a little bit.
do you make your way towards the stairs with Timber?
Oh yeah, I mean, Zori has been trying to find the best place to hear the conversation that's been going on downstairs. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay. Yes, Timber?
My perception from before was a 9, but my
Okay.
passive perception's pretty high.
Okay. After or before she starts, actually, Pyra, Orlidar, and Erebos, you watch Velfie sort of stop and look around. She looks toward the stairs. She says, "All right, you two, you can come down. Hear the story as well."
Zori just kind of figured this wouldn't work and starts walking down the stairs without any, or she'll like, oh no, invisibility already dropped anyway.
Yeah,
because
you're
of
not
thaumaturgy.
invisible.
Or not
Locate
even
creature.
thaumaturgy, locate creature. So she'll just walk down the stairs, not trying to be quiet,
Mhm.
and just the whole time she doesn't even look at Velfie. She's just looking
Yep.
at Rainier.
I will also very quietly walk down the stairs and I will stand on the last step.
Are
and
you
I'm
dropping
still
the?
invisible.
Are you dropping?
No, I'm still invisible.
You're still invisible.
I think she can see me, but I'm still invisible.
She does look at you, Timber, and says, "All right, whatever makes you more comfortable." So about 6 days ago now, And Pyra, you watch as she starts to say this and everything. She sort of looks down, and you can see almost an immediate demeanor change, in just in her face, and she just looks a little saddened, just a little more unsure, and from the best you can tell, a teensy bit frightened. As she said,
How many days ago? How many days ago?
6 days ago.
6 days ago.
Okay, sorry, I was coughing.
She unsheaths a knife and just starts twirling it in her fingers, almost like a nervous tick. I got approached by someone who I used to work with in the past up in Neverwinter.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they've heard rumors and found some lost information leading to a certain artifact that they're interested in acquiring. Sort of lost or hidden somewhere up in the Sword Mountains. And they were looking to pay a group to go and retrieve it for them, but they didn't want it to be on the books. Didn't want to contract through the Black Raiders. Just me, a private team I would put together. And so I did. We started to head down through the Neverwinter woods. We were just on the outskirts when, in the middle of the night, during my watch, I felt the ground begin to shake. These clouds rolled in, and before I knew it, the forest floor started to disappear beneath my feet. I saw these strange openings start sprouting about all around us. These terrifying things flying through, running through, attacking my comrades. I watched while I started to fall. I could see the scene, hear my compatriots' screams as I was helplessly falling through the air. In this strange landscape, I was miles in the air over the sprawling city in a sea of sand, stretching out as far as my eyes could see. I could feel blistering heat as soon as I was falling. I could hear screams and the terror from the people in the city below me. And I could still see these sort of rifts continuing to open all around. Still falling through the sky. Suddenly one opened beneath me and I slammed into the forest ground. A couple hundred yards away from my friends, I could see them trying to fight off these beasts. Still half asleep. Made my way there, and one of them was already torn up and bleeding out on the ground. I did my best to try and help them fight, but then I got thrown into another one of these strange openings. This time I stumbled into the middle of a crowded city street. It was like a promenade filled with people. I was trying to push my way through, trying to find another one of these, portals, I guess. Seeing them still opening and closing, I noticed them starting to slow down. I started to panic. Feeling I don't feel too often. I got pushed to my knees in the middle of this frantic crowd, and I thought that was it. Didn't know where I was. Didn't know if I'd ever see my home again. And suddenly another one of these things opened beneath me yet again. And I was falling for a few feet before I slammed into the ground. Fell unconscious. I woke up, I don't know how long later. But I was nowhere near my group. Or the woods that I was in. I was only a day's walk outside Waterdeep. And I didn't know who else to turn to. I mean, Pyra as an alias. Changed in the last 2 letters? Not that hard to keep tabs on you.
I thought about that after you messaged me and realized that it probably wasn't the best name change.
Of course you did, little sis. Anyway, started asking about. I knew that you were here, taking on odd jobs now and again. Once I started asking around, I heard that you picked up a little troop, calling yourselves the Shield of the Coast. It's quite clever. More clever than Pyra as an alias.
Okay, we can stop digging on Pyra as an alias.
I also heard that you all opened up a business. Your own little tavern. It's quite a nice sort of home to come back to.
It
So
was
I figured
nice.
it wouldn't be that hard. Sneak into your room, ask for your help, maybe ask you to go on a vacation from your friends. Thought it could be amicable. But when I got here, all I found was, as she sort of reaches her finger out and strokes a finger down Rainier's face, and he sort of looks over to her and starts breathing heavily. She pulls the finger underneath his chin and lifts up his chin. So, I started to ask him some questions. Started amicable enough. I just came in asking for help. He wasn't exactly willing to give up information. So, Pyres. You know what that means. I had to get more persuasive. Tough cookie, though. Still, the only thing I was able to get out of him was that you were off somewhere else. Not on Faerun, but I trusted you'd be able to make it back, given the right incentives. You're a clever girl. And honestly, maybe this group of yours being with you worked out better for me than I could have expected. I need you all to go and find this temple or whatever it is. Get this artifact that I'm supposed to retrieve and bring it back to me. Along with anything else you find while snooping about up there. And while you're in that direction, I want you all to try and find my campground. And my party. Now, I honestly can't tell you how many days it's been. Won't be another few days before you're up there. But if you find any of their bodies, if any of them are still alive in that same location, or if you can find any sort of trail that might lead to them still being alive, somewhere out there, bring back whatever information you can. Preferably a live body. But if you can't, then I'll just be on my merry way with my quarry. Once I have this object, I'll happily be out of your hair. You won't ever have to hear from me again. We'll call it even, sis.
No, you see, even would be me beating you as bloody as you beat him. Would you take that up as a deal? Because I can sit here and hit you just as hard as you hit him, and then I'll go with you.
No, you see, you're not going with me, you're going for me. I'll stay right here with your friend. Give you the incentive to come back. Pyres, I know how not to give up leverage.
Velphi, you'd have a lot more leverage if you came with us.
That may be so. But I still see it differently.
And from what I can see, you're quite powerful. And this mission would go a lot faster and a lot smoother if you were with us.
Except that I don't exactly want the possibility of you turning on me in the middle of the night. Because I felt that sting one too many times. And Pyres, back to what you were saying. I think you already gave me this treatment. When you ruined a very important job. I'll tell you, I looked a lot worse than he did. After you left.
You were doing something that wasn't right, Velphi. You knew it. I knew it. And I did something about it. What you got you deserved.
Listen, I just try to make my way in this world. The only way I know how. Now, is there going to be any more talks of you trying to resist me, or am I going to kill your friend here? Because, honestly, I can kill him, get out of here, and just be on my merry way.
Why would you do that?
Because I feel like you love him. I feel like you want to keep him around.
Yeah. Duh. Of course we do. And if you decided to ally yourself with us and be part of a team with us, and we can go after this artifact, which might help everybody, you're not the only one who fell through rifts and suffered losses. That we did that and we weren't even on this continent. This is our whole world. It's not just here that this is happening. We need to try to take care of this before there's another calamity. And we are just a group of misfits who found each other, and we've been very successful. And yes, you hurt somebody we love and that we care about. And so we came in here ready for a fight. Because we don't know you. But you know what you showed me? When I apologized, and I asked for your grace to just sit here with my friend and give him a little comfort, you gave that to me. And that tells me that you're someone I can work with. You don't have to trust us, but you could be a team with us and we'll have your back. We've done it for people we've known less. We've done it for people who have hurt others. I don't care what beef you and Pyra have with each other, but I do care that your party, that you lost them. I do care that you fell through those rifts and that happened to you. I would be honored to go on this quest and to help you. But I don't want to do it because you're threatening to kill my friend. I want to do it to help you and to help our whole world. So I know you don't know me, but that's the person that I am.
Orladar, go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'm gonna say make it a disadvantage.
Hey. Why disadvantage?
Because you still tried to cast a spell on her and she's angry.
That was so long
Okay, but-
ago.
Really?
Okay,
That was
Hayden. Don't make me do this, Aiden.
That's a 13 plus 10, 23.
Where? What was your total?
23.
Roll another d20. Just a d20.
18.
She looks at you just really long and hard. And squints.
And I just stare right back at her. Don't break eye contact.
What was your name, Dragonborn?
Orladar.
Orladar. You're a young kid. It's very clear that you
Yeah.
have a good heart. Those were some very nice words you wove. But I've been stung by this world too many times to believe in good hearts.
Well, I find that very sad, and I'm sorry.
Now, I am going to give you all one more chance. Are you going to take this job? Bring the thing back to me? Have your friend? And never see me again? Or does your poor, innocent soul die here tonight?
I need a promise that you will not hurt him again.
Ah, so you're the one that cares about him. Could tell someone did.
We all do.
Once you all promise me that you will do as I say, I will not hurt him, even once.
And you won't keep him bound?
I will no longer keep him bound. He can go about his business in here, under my supervision. But if he tries any funny business, all bets are off.
He won't. He won't. I just look at Rainier.
Rainier, you see his eyes are filled with tears, and you can see just the very clear fear on his face. And he just looks at you, Orladar. Zori, are you still standing back at the stairs? Or have you moved at all?
I don't know. I don't know that Zori has been able to move this entire time. I think she's just been standing in the same spot.
Okay. Zoria, as you speak, Orladar, you can see Rainier sort of try and turn his head, and he's like, and he looks back at you, Orladar, and he just says, or he doesn't say, he just nods his head. He's just like,
Velfie, what's the artifact? And I want you to be 100% honest with me this time, what I'm going to be picking up and what I'm going to be delivering.
well,
And
you
give
couldn't
us a
get
map.
much more honesty. And I don't really know. I know that it should be a cube. I know that it will be very clear and important. And I heard that it's potentially well protected and hidden.
And who hired you?
Come on, Pyres, have you really been out of the game that long? I won't disclose that information.
Last time I was hired, it was by an abusive
Oh no,
You kind of
froze.
No, frozen.
No!
monster.
Abusive.
Wi-Fi?
There you are. You're back.
You're
Is
an
it a-
abusive monster.
Yeah, is it a good one this time?
As far as I'm
Because
concerned,
I'm not going to be... As far as you're concerned, how much did you actually look into this person?
Listen, Pyre, I'll tell you that he is a very prominent name and he is liked by many, many people, and he did a great deal of work for Neverwinter.
Oh my fucking god. Zoria's face goes white. What's his name?
I will not disclose any more information of my employer.
Belfi, is there a map? Do you have a map or some coordinates for us to get to the location where you were?
She takes out a very tiny sort of rolled up scroll. And shows you all just a small map of Waterdeep to Neverwinter of the Sword Coast.
Okay.
You all can see this too if you look on Roll20.
Oh, it's on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you. And where's this area? Where are we going? Sword Mountains, Neverwinter Wood?
The northern section of the Sword Mountains.
Okay.
Should be somewhere up there. After
Okay.
you're able to find this artifact, our campground was just at this tip of the Neverwinter Woods.
Okay. How large is the cube?
Should be able to fit in a hand, is what I was told.
Okay. Okay. How many people were in your party when you went? What size crew did you feel like you needed to do this?
3.
3.
There were
Okay.
4 of us.
All right. So we should be fine with 5. I'm assuming that that you have sending.
Yes.
So, okay,
I'll be checking in on you at the end of each day.
great. And so, if we discover anything or have an issue, I can send you a message.
Of course, I
You'll
would
be
love
able
to chat.
And that, okay, perfect. I will do that. While you are working out the details with Pyra about everything else that you guys need to talk about, may Zoria and I please take these restraints off of Rainier and get him cleaned up. We are all going to need to take a rest here tonight since it's the middle of the night.
Oh, of course
And-
you will.
Supplies. And we'll take off in the morning.
But your pretty boy will stay down here with me.
Could you?
Like I said, I am not giving you any means of just taking off in the middle of the night.
Nobody.
Or turn
You
in
know
on
what?
me.
Let me take Rainier's place. You can tie me to this chair. These guys aren't going to leave without me. They love me. I bring the party. It's
Go
my
and make another
nickname.
persuasion check, Orladar.
I would like to.
Yes, Timber.
21.
What was that?
21.
Timber, what were you trying to say?
I would like to approach from the back of the stairs, and I would like to kind of nudge Zoria along with me, like break her out of the paralysis. And I want to say, Rainier gets to be healed before we go.
I am willing to take Rainier's place. Tie me to the chair. I can sleep sitting up. I don't care. I'll stay down here with you. Let Zoria take Rainier to upstairs and bathe him and clean him. You can watch them if you want, but they're not going to leave. None of us are going to run. And the reason we're not going to run, Velfi, is because we're a team. And this is my found clan, and I'll do anything for my clan. That is my code of honor. And it doesn't matter to me that other people have betrayed you. I won't do it.
Are you lying, Orladar?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Velfi looks for a second and says, "You good people just really don't even let up on it, do you? All right, fine." She takes out her dagger and holds it up against Rainier's throat as she throws off the noose and pulls off the gag. She takes out another dagger and slices his restraints off the chair, pushes him down, and she as she sort of pushes him down off of the crate, she throws up a dagger to Orladar's throat and she says, "Get in the chair."
Zoria is already at Rainier.
Yeah, Rainier is so weak that he just sort of stumbles onto his knees as he gasps for breath, and as you run around to him, he sort of just crumbles into your lap.
Quick question, sir, Aiden.
Yeah.
How much metal is Velfi wearing by chance?
You actually don't see any metal on her, except for
the daggers.
Except for the she's wearing a ring and a golden chain necklace. But the daggers, it look like they have like either wooden or leather wrappings around the handles. But she is only wearing leather.
As soon
Yeah, she's hot.
Hot.
She is hot.
I know how to make hot villains.
I'm getting Shigo vibes. That's
I'm-
all I can think about is
vibes.
Shigo right now.
I'm getting Molly vibes this entire time, from the accent to the
What?
leather to the horns. Molly. This is like a
Yeah.
girl version of Molly. Molly Mock.
Not quite as powerful, but
Well, on the road, you got the same accent. You sound like Taliesin doing Molly's voice.
no, I want to sound like Matt. Sorry, Taliesin, I love you. I'm so sorry, ancient overlord Taliesin.
It's true. Anyway, Orladar's in the chair.
All right, she sort of puts you into the chair and immediately throws the noose around your neck and ties your wrists, but she doesn't gag you.
As soon as Zoria has hands on Rainier, as soon as she can tell he is real and alive, she is basically she's just sitting on the ground with Rainier in her lap, basically, and she looks up at Velphi and says, "I will almost certainly never forgive you for this. And I don't know how to express how incredibly difficult it is going to be for me to leave him with you again. So I swear on Timora, on everything I hold dear, that if you lay another hand on him, you're dead."
Cute. Listen, kid. I don't need your forgiveness. I'll never see you again in my life.
I don't trust you.
You don't need to. Not many people do. Only the ones that matter to me. Listen, if you want to take him and leave your other friend here, I'm happy to move around my chess pieces. But I just need insurance.
Zoria.
Any one of you would like to stay?
We can talk about this later.
If anybody's staying, it's me.
No.
Zoria, will you and Timber just take Rainier to your room or to the bathroom, bathe him, clean him, heal him, feed him?
And what does Velphi look like right now in terms of like stance and area near?
I mean, she's standing next to Orladar, who now has the noose around his neck and is tied to the chair, on top of like
Daggers
a wooden
up?
crate.
Daggers up?
Yeah, she is continuously holding one dagger, and you see her sort of like twirling it around in her fingers like it's just second nature.
Can I go walk over to Urbos and I'm just gonna put a hand on his chest and be like, I promise that I'm not gonna let anything happen to him, but I need you to go with Zoria. Right now, please.
Can I, this point, just as much as it can for Urbos to just crush his hand, to express how much anger there is going through him right now? He can't verbalize because he's never been this angry.
Pyra, you see Urbos has these sort of like gemstones, every sort of like splotchy pieces of gemstones around his rocky physique, and they're usually this sort of like deep teal color, and you just see a like little glow of red from inside, and you hear just as he's crushing his fists.
I promise it'll be okay. Give me some time to talk to her.
Urbos's eyes are like stuck on Velphi and it's not moving.
I'm just gonna go walk over to one of the side booths very pointedly at Velphi, and I'm gonna take off my weapons. And I'm gonna place them on a different table. And then just go sit down at a booth and wait to see if she joins me.
So...
Elfie, may I have a nipple whiskey, please?
Maybe there's something in you that we have in common. She takes off your flask that she's seen you sort of drinking from, and just gives you a very respectable drink. She doesn't like throw it in your mouth, or she's not like the orcs with Merry and Pippin.
Oh, that's good.
No,
That's
she's very delicate. Just gives you a little swig, sets it in
Thank
your
you.
lap.
Appreciate that.
I will go run and prepare a bath for Rainier.
All right,
and then
so
maybe help him there.
So Timber, Zoria, and Urbos, do you follow them upstairs?
Urbos will. This is so hard. for me, because we internally as Erebos would want to kill Buffy right here now. There's little to nothing stopping him other than Orladar is in very not a good condition to protect. And there's two. Erebos has been in enough combat to realize there's two people hurt. They are a liability in this current situation. He will wait for them at the stairs, hands on swords.
So after Timber and Zoria go up the stairs, Velfi just keeps a wrist on Orladar's shoulder and stays at Orladar's side and locks eyes with you, Erebos, and just gestures up the stairs. Go on.
Erebos, go see if they need help with Rainier. I'm fine. Please.
Erebos, as he turns around, will as hard as he can punch the wall at full strength. There is no restraint in how much he will punch that wall.
There's a new hole in the wall next to the stairs.
He will try driving his entire arm through it.
All of our windows have to be replaced anyway. What's another hole?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All of our stuff has to be replaced. Say goodbye to our savings.
While also punching through, he will keep eye contact with Velfi the entire time.
She does not leave Orladar's side as long as Erebos is still standing at the stairs. She's just sitting.
He just keeps contact with eye, and then walks up the stairs.
And as Erebos walks up, disappearing on the stairs, Velfi sort of gives a chuckle and shoots her gaze back to you, Pyra. She says, "Found yourself an odd little company. I can believe that." As she walks over, she noticed what you did with your weapons, and she takes out both of her daggers and just throws them into the ground, just next to her. So they're both jammed into the wood of the ground, and then slides into the booth in front of you, crosses her fingers on the table, and she says, "How have you been, sis?" And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh.
Can I see them? The booth that they're in?
Oh, yeah.
You're facing them?
Oh,
okay,
yes.
good. As we end, Orladar starts singing Brick House by She's a Brick.
Oh my god. Happy birthday to me.
And Orladar's dead.
Melfi's gonna wish by the end of this that she would have gagged Orladar.
She might just leave the conversation and walk over to do it. But anyway, that is where we'll go ahead and pick things up next week with a little sisterly conversation between Pyra and Velfi.
That was fun.
Let Zori and Rainier reconvene and see how Erebos deals with some emotions. That was a really fun session, guys.
Zori is stressed.
I am so sorry. Maybe Zoria can spend some more time this evening fiddling with that little staff of hers. And
Aiden really just was like, let's see how we can make Erebos go through all the circle of emotions. First is sadness, we're shoot straight to anger.
I mean, this wasn't supposed to be Erebos's wave of emotions. I'll tell you that.
Rainier is basically family to Erebos. There's not much he has, as you've seen. So when one gets hurt,
yeah,
and it's very taken lightly, he is not happy.
Orladar's whole thing, his whole code is that loyalty to family, to clan, and this is his family.
By the way, I just wanna let you know that after Orladar tried to talk Velfi into actually no, you know what? We're gonna do a talk show episode at some point.
We'll talk about it then.
Yeah, we'll talk about it then if anybody remembers to ask me. Hopefully we'll set that up in a little bit. so we can
you-
ask each other questions and stuff.
You can ask Brian W. Foster to host that. 'cause
Yes, I will ask Brian W. Foster personally to host a new
that
show.
would be like my dream come true.
Yeah, it would probably be all well, mine, yours,
You
Sophie's, and
just
Brittany's
like
dream come true.
tweet him or something, and
Anyway.
just be like, "Send my mom."
All right. But we will pick things up back there next week. Thank you, everybody who joined in. Once again, happy Pride, everybody. Happy birthday to Sophie. So sorry.
38 minutes. It'll be my birthday.
Woo!
38 minutes.
Hey.
But yes,
Happy
Gave
birthday,
me
Brittany,
pain.
too.
I
It's
am
almost
so
Brittany's
sorry.
birthday, too.
Happy
Happy birthday, Brittany.
Oh yeah,
Another
it's
day.
birthday.
I get permission from
Another
Parker
day.
to send you
It's Father's
something
Day. More so.
magic related
Okay.
because I am being
Also the
limited.
solstice.
Oh my gosh.
Birthday? Her
Anyway, once again, I just wanted
card.
to say,
find out.
go ahead and follow the Twitch channel if you enjoyed this episode and would like to catch us next week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video if you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.